B.
From that particular concept. Thanks, Tina. Okay, the second one, who would like to take it? Hemant, can you take this?
Yeah, I guess there are more than five to
Perfect.
six
More than five. The global study suggested 6.5 people in each opportunity. What do you mean by DI, Hemant?
decision influences.
Perfect. Anyone have any question on this? Is the concept of decision influencer clear? Manuel, can you take the next one?
Manu?
Manuel, you there?
Oh, Manu, me. Hang on. Where's my page? What are successful calls? Based on our discussion, successful calls are those that we're prepared, in coming into the particular perspective call, and that it must have to be 80/20, 80 well, technically um 80 would come from the clients who
Correct.
would ask
Perfect.
us more, and then as 20%, giving us giving or guiding them to what we are trying to discuss though. So it's more into asking their what they need and all that stuff, and then giving out our solutions.
At the end. Perfect. So just to repeat for everyone's confirmation, the successful call would be where client speaks more and seller asks more question. And in the second part or the latter part of the call, sellers gives solution and defines the desired outcome of the meeting and gets it. So these are the four major characteristics of any successful sales call. Okay? Everyone with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Now here onwards, whenever you consider that whether my conversation went positive, whether my conversation has been successful or not, these are the four characteristics we should always remember. A customer speaks more, we ask more questions. Definitely the most important part is that we give solution in the later part of the process, and then ultimately we derive the outcome which we have predetermined in our preparation. Okay. The next one, Dindi, can you take the next one?
Why we need buying and selling process to be aligned? From my understanding, I think it's important because we need to be intentional of what we're selling, and then we need to be intentional to what the buyer wanted to get from us.
Correct. What else, guys? This is a proper question wherein we need to definitely have a clarity. Why do you think a buying process and selling process needs to be aligned? You all are middle managers, right? You will have your teams someday selling for you. Correct?
Yep. Yep.
So any business which is not predictable, which is not repeatable, is a hobby. It is no more a business. To make your business predictable, it has to have some science behind it. And we are concentrating on the science of sales. When we are selling, there is a process which we follow. And similarly in B2B, people are not going to be impulsive buyers. They will always have some process defined at their end, which is they are going to follow. Are we getting the point?
Yes.
Guys, you can
Absolutely.
Yep.
respond in the
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
chat as well. Perfect. So when we say that the process has to be there is a buying process which is they are doing. In our yesterday's conversation, we actually shown you the entire journey of seller as well as of a buyer. And there were been four major areas where we concentrated our conversation on and realized that there are particular things which a seller will do and a buyer will do in a particular stage. Let us quickly deep dive into that. Tony, can you take the next?
What is recognition of need? What is recognition of need? I would say to this, I would say that asking the buyer what his pain points are, basically.
Okay, it is a part of buying process. Normally, when a customer realizes that they have a pain, problem, issues, situation which they need to deal with, and they know that there is a need now present, that is what considered to be a recognition of need as a buying process, right? There was been everything going fine. I'll just give you the example. Let us say that I was been driving a 15-year-old car. It was been working well. It started giving some problem because it is getting old. A 15-year-old automobile would probably start having issues some or the other day for sure. Maybe the parts would not be available. Maybe the efficiency or the fuel consumption would start increasing. The efficiency will drop. All of this started happening, but it was still going well. A status quo was absolutely going well. Then one fine day it started pinching me to my pocket. That's when I started realizing that I may need to upgrade or change my car. This is my pain point now. Now, one fine day, the car broke on the road. And my recognition of need is that, okay, I need a car to be replaced now. Are you all getting the point?
Yes.
That's where
Yep.
I realized that, okay,
100%.
recognition of need is when the pain, problem, issue, hustle reaches to the level wherein customer says enough is enough. Now I need to buy something or I have to act on this. Getting the point?
Yes.
In this
100%.
situation, customer acts different. He accepts that there is a need. Let us say that I had a hatchback car. Now, hatchback car, which was been running well for last 15 years, was been sufficient because we have been a two people family. Suddenly now there are four people in the family and a hatchback is becoming a issue for me. While doing that, I realizes that, okay, I need a upgrade also. So while recognition of a need is a step wherein I realizes that, okay, I need a new car, I start realizing and going into the details of next step of it. What exactly should I buy? What should I take? Which vehicle would be okay? All of that will start happening. Correct?
Correct.
Chanel, are you able to talk? Will you be able to speak?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. The next
Oh.
question is, what is this step called as evolution of options? This is for you. I think you are on phone, so I just thought that I'll read it for you.
1 second.
Yesterday, when we defined our process, selling process and buying process, we said that these are two important places wherein customer would act different. Recognition of need, people will start accepting that, okay, there is a issue, problem, situation, hassle I need to deal with. That is recognition of need. Now, the next question is, what is evaluation of options? What all I can do if my car is about to be stuck on road? What all I can do? Anyone else can pitch in. Please feel free to respond.
Okay, so it is okay.
No,
Sure,
no worries.
sure,
Go,
go
go ahead. Go ahead.
So once a need is identifying, and then we have the options. So evaluation of options are the options which we are having in our hand.
Like for example, with an example of a car, let us
Okay.
say my car is, I realize that, okay, I need a change. What all
Okay.
options do I have?
So means so need is the car. So we have the options like what all we can go for.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, Ted, tell me, what is
Yeah.
your opinion?
Yes, I believe first of all, before the buyer, let's say, starts and seeks resolution from other vendor, they first check internally. Of course, they check alternatives within their company if they can resolve it within the company with, let's say, low risk. However, in case they cannot, let's say, it has high costs or it impacts their revenue, of course, they try to seek for external vendors who can deliver with less costs and with better quality and lower risk. So then they start seeking outside of their company.
Perfect. So in evaluation of options, the internal option will come in. Like for example, before going for buying a new car, I would also go back and say that, what if I decide to revamp this car or repair this car? Or I'll also think of that, can I use Ola Uber, which is a taxi service available? I would also probably think of getting into the carpooling with some of my colleagues for going for office. I may probably think of going for a sedan instead of a hatchback. I may probably think of a SUV. If I am adventure post seeker, I may probably look for some other vehicle, which would probably help me in outdoors and offshores as well. Depending on my need, I will start evaluating options. You all are with me, Sam? Anything you can
Yes.
add?
Probably.
I raised my hand for two reasons.
Sure.
First, let me add this, and then I
Hmm.
would just pass my comment. So I think rent a car is also an option. If I'm keep traveling, I'll go for a rent a car for subscription model, right? And that's
Perfect.
where I can also do that. That's one.
Perfect.
By the way, Amay, I raised my hand not for that. I raised my hand, Tony, the other day when you were talking on Teams. Your voice were absolutely right on the money, but here your voice is pretty low. So my sincere request to you would be when you're talking, maybe you need to be a little loud.
Okay, I appreciate that. And by
All
the
right,
way,
thank you.
I did have IT check my computer yesterday, and they said it was
Uh-huh.
fine. My audio settings and everything was fine. So I'm not sure why you guys, when I jump into this call, maybe because I have my camera on, I don't know.
No,
Then
but
now
Tony,
you're sounding good.
I am okay with now your voice is coming well.
Okay, all right. Thanks,
Yes,
guys.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. June, do you want to add anything in this?
For evaluation of options, this is when the customer or the buyer would research more on the possible or research more in the market, look for buyers, look at their profiles. So it's more on researching to get the best solution.
Okay. Fantastic. Thanks, everyone. I think the concept of buying journey and the selling process is clear. I have a quick question to you all. I'm going back to the question number 4 mentioned, why we need a buying and a selling process to be aligned so that we become more predictable, we become more clear on where we are in terms of going this deal forward or moving somewhere else. There is a high possibility that out of the multiple stakeholders or the DIs which are mentioned, some of them may have a different stage as compared to one other DI. Someone would be at selecting best, wherein someone would be at a status quo. And in such situation, as a seller, we have to talk to each of these guys, educate them, and get them to the level wherein they all are aligned, ultimately giving us a visibility of when this is closing. So the process between buying and selling is where seller has to be conscious enough of educating and bringing everyone on the same page is the process. And that's where the alignment between buying and selling process becomes extremely important. I hope I have covered majority of the points that day we discussed. Any question
I
you
want
have?
to say something, if I can
Sure,
add
Christine.
something, is
Tell me.
not only that because of all of what you say, but because maybe if we're not aligned with the buyers and their stage with where they are, we may push or we may think they're in the closing stage, and that would like throw everything away. Or
Absolutely.
we may
Absolutely.
push for some things that they're not ready to review. So we could end up losing the client because of us not being aligned.
Absolutely
process.
right. I could see Romain joining. I could see Dana also joining. Jada is only remain.
Did anybody able to get hold of her? Romain is here for sure. Lindo also joined us.
She's offline, Jeda.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
Fine.
there any way you can call her?
I can try. Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Try.
just try it from your
Romain,
local number. Thanks a
Romain, this
lot.
is for you.
Sure.
I'm
Can you please
sorry.
take the first question?
Sure. What is USO and what are its characteristics?
I know last time you all people were been in rush while the call got nearly to the border, to the line. But that is the last which we discussed last time. Do you know what is USO?
Unique, I may be wrong, I may be right. I don't remember the abbreviation of it, to be honest, but is it
It is unique
unique
selling
selling
opportunity.
opportunity? Unique selling opportunity. Yeah, I was on the right track. So unique selling opportunity.
Good guess.
Um,
But yeah, remember that every opportunity would be defined as a unique sales opportunity. Unique sales opportunity. Correct?
correct.
Perfect. Now, can you tell me the characteristic of unique sales opportunity? What all will we cover in that?
Oof. Oof.
Just
That's a
Um,
tough one. That's a tough one.
yeah, I came in at the wrong time. Oh
just
my
open your
gosh.
sheet and you will be able to see the last work which you have done, and you will be able to find exactly.
I don't have the sheet yet. I'm going back to Jamaica today to get the sheet.
No problem. We recently have emailed it to you all. So you can quickly download the new sheet from your email and quickly start using that sheet so that everyone will be covering the same bit of a USO. Just look at your sheet. On the left hand top corner, you have to mention your name. You have to mention the date of the meeting which you are preparing for. And you have to mention the company
The
name.
service, all of
Then
that. Okay, I
there are
remember.
4 blocks. That is called USO. And that is where I need you to mention 4 things. The first thing is going to be the company or a business unit or the location for whom you are selling. What product, service, or solution are you selling? What quantity or what revenue are you targeting in the sales? And then what is the timeline expectation from customer for closing this? Again, the timeline expectation, the time to close comes from customer. Are we all in line?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
somewhat.
Quickly going back to this segment. Remember, this is how it looks. On your sales call planner, these are the 4 sections. Customer or company or a BU name or a location, product service solution, order booking revenue or units, and close date. The close date has to come from customer. The characteristics are going to be, it has to be specific and crisp. It has to have a clear definition of product, service, or solution. We are not trying to force fit anything, right? We are trying to sell what we have. So we will mention that what we are trying to sell. It has to be measurable. It cannot be vague. It has to have a timeline focus wherein we ask customer that when would you like to implement? When would you like to go ahead? Right? And then we will avoid putting any and in that. So I'm selling this plus that. I'm selling AI and FTs. No, we are not. We are selling AI. That's a different conversation. We are selling FTs. That is a different conversation. Cause the decision influencers would change. You all agree?
Yes.
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 So please confirm on chat that you have downloaded a new sheet and you started filling up the USO in that. Perfect. Hemant says downloaded. June says done downloading. Okay, start filling it, please. Dindo started. Very good.
Yep, it's updated.
Yes.
First section.
Started.
Yes. Everyone is in?
Yep.
Lovely. Going one step forward, I'm going to give you something which is the most important concept in the journey of smart selling. Every step of the journey, we will mark our advantages and cautions. It will help me analyze my current position in the given opportunity. At any given point of time, let us say that we are playing a game of chess, and I know that this particular castling or this particular move, or let us say this particular fight with, let us say, a pawn versus pawn or a bishop versus bishop is actually going to give me an advantage. Then we take it. If we see that no, this may probably affect me badly, I may lose point, I may lose time, it becomes a caution and we try avoiding it. Am I right? In sales process, that is how we will probably be navigating through the process. So advantages and cautions are going to be my guiding lights. That's what the beacon which is shown on the screen would indicate. This beacon will tell me that what I need to do and what I need to make sure that doesn't affect the outcome of my opportunity at any given point of time. In order to do that, there are some important ways by which we define advantages and cautions. Here is the first and the foremost important point for advantage and caution. In advantages, it has to improve your position against others for the current opportunity. Let us say that in any opportunity which is you people have. In fact, now that we are already done with the USO, you all people in your pre-work have mentioned one opportunity, correct? Opportunity one, number one, wherein the customer name and the current selling process was been pretty clearly defined. Use that opportunity and think that in this opportunity, is there anything which is going to improve my position against the current against others for the current opportunity? If yes, then we will mark it with a A. Second is it create differentiation in the customer's mind, not for me, but for customer, correct? You guys are getting the point?
Yes.
Anyone not understanding, feel free to ask. Lessens price sensitivity. So if it is an advantage only if it is going to lessen my price sensitivity. How many of are using iPhone? Anyone using iPhone?
Yes, I'm
here.
using iPhone. Yep.
Yep.
Majority of you are using iPhone. When iPhone launches a feature of security, says that your data will not be anymore shared with any of the third party for advertising purpose, it creates differentiation, correct? It lessens your price sensitivity to pay the premium price to iPhone, correct? Sounds right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let us say that Mercedes comes with a EV, which is not going to make any sound at all when the driving experience is pleasurable. It creates differentiation in your mind that okay, there is going to be absolutely no sound, and it is the calmest vehicle on the road. Again, it is coming with a engineering marvel of Mercedes, but still that differentiation remains in your mind that okay, I am going to drive the calmest car in the world. I would probably be
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. Come on, they are
Yep.
creating a differentiation in the way saying that we will produce only few cars a year and we will make it so premium that people would use it as an occasional vehicle, not like a daily vehicle. You would probably be able to find out something more about similarly the German engineering, wherein BMW like vehicle would come in and it will be creating a German engineering experience. Someone would say that okay, Japanese companies creating amazing tech front for their automobile creates the monopoly in the two-wheeler segment like Yamaha. After so many years, creates a differentiation. Oh, Yamaha engine, it has to be good. Suzuki engine, it has to be good. It creates differentiation. And in that case, it lessens the price sensitivity to you. That you are ready to give a bit of a premium to them to own that vehicle. Correct? So the advantage can be your product. It can be delivery timeline. It can be pricing. It can be experience. Provides the customer sees it as a differentiation for the current opportunity. If customer doesn't want the calmest car,
So I
sure,
have a
go on,
question
go
just to
on.
make sure that I understood correctly. It's not that the price is actually going down, it's that your perception of the price is lower because of all the futures you're getting from what you're paying, right?
I am sorry, but I'm probably repeating what my understanding of your question is. Are you saying that it is only the perception which goes low and not the cost, correct?
Exactly, yeah.
Yes,
Because of all
perfect.
that you're getting for what you're paying.
Yeah. I'm not talking about price getting reduced. I'm saying it lessens the price sensitivity. People would become ready to pay the price which you are asking. You're not reducing price.
Yes.
Just because I create a differentiation in their mind that we are so amazing, we are so different, we are so unique, that my advantage is creating differentiation in a customer world, either by product, timeline, pricing, experience, that it looks at it like a differentiation for current opportunity. In fact, in majority of my conversations with you people, when we had a first diagnostic conversation, you people said that culture is the unique differentiator between other BPOs and Fusion CX, and that helps us hire better or convince our customers to give us larger pocket share, wallet share. And this was been a differentiator you people have been thinking about. Of course, this can be an amazing differentiation if It is actually coming from customer. If customer says this to you, then definitely this is a differentiator for you. Provided in each opportunity, the differentiator would be different. Are we all on the same page?
Yes.
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 I
Any
just have one
question?
question, might be out of this, let's say, discussion. However, all this data, all this information which we have shared here on the presentation, is it added on the hard copy which is being shared
Yes,
with us?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In
And do we
fact,
have
I am desperately waiting for you all to receive it, because otherwise, people like Heyman, Deepak, even for that matter, Sam, have the hard copies on which these pages are actually present, and they are able to
True.
see it in their hard copies also.
Okay, understood. We don't have any estimated time right now for the packages to be delivered,
You
right?
can probably track it using the code which has been provided to you all. You have that tracking option.
Yeah, Tina, please, if you can share the tracking number to all of us, because I haven't received it yet.
I'm completely with you. We will again do it at the end of the session. You will have the tracking numbers, and please do track it so that the material becomes handy to you. Because ultimately, the concept remains with you for a longer time when you have it available to read as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now I'm going one step forward, and I'm quickly trying to tell you about the cautions. Okay. So what are cautions for me? Any missing on uncertainty, missing information or uncertainty about any information from the opportunity is a problem statement for me. It is a caution. I may get surprised at any given point of time, right? Like Ted, in your case, the hospitality customer which you have mentioned, we may probably not know the expansion plan they may have. They are currently continuously expanding, and the news which you have shared currently talks about it, but we do not know the details about where the expansion is going. Ted, you're there?
Yeah, for me. Oh, okay, I thought you said Dandy. Yes, if we're talking for Leonardo Hotels, yes, correct. We currently know that they are going to expand because we have had talks with a client as well. It's a LOB which they're trying to push towards us, which has, let's say, generates lots of revenue. However, the talks right now, let's say, are not 100% stabilized, and we don't know yet an exact date or when this can happen. However, yes, the talks are ongoing for them to expand.
Perfect. Now this becomes my caution that I have to keep continuously uncovering this information, because it is a missing information or uncertainties there around this information which I need to deal with, or otherwise I may go blind in the whole play. Correct? Let us say there is a second point in the caution: did not understand the decision making process. If let us say that you are trying to sell something to them, let us say in a BFSI customer, or let us say in AT&T with Romain, if we do not understand the decision making process for now, for this opportunity, we may go blind in that conversation. Correct? Romain, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you and I agree with you. If you don't know how it works for the decision making process and who's involved in that, it's dead. It's not gonna work out.
Perfect. So the third point which will be there, a caution: have not contacted the relevant people within the opportunity. Still that is a problem. Like for example, let us say they are trying to do the expansion from offshore to onshore, and for XYZ reasons, and if we are not connected to the onshore people, we have amazing relationship with the offshore people, we may probably not have a clear understanding of what is getting finalized on that front, and we may probably miss the opportunity at any given point of time. So any such information will become a caution. Past escalations, pricing worries, negative customer perceptions about our offering are all caution. We all agree? Any confusion on this?
No.
No,
No,
clear.
right? And anything which is a competitor's strength. Let us say that they have very strong hold in one particular region, or let us say one language which you probably do not support, multilingual support wise, they have a expertise in that. Or let us say in the AI world, they have created a pods or probably the bots which are helping them win customer. If these are their strengths, then they are my caution. Are we all agree? Is this clear?
Yep.
Any question?
Yes.
Oh, clear.
Okay, let me ask a question then. If you do not have, if you people are convinced, then I have a question for you. Should I?
Please.
Go ahead.
Is my advantage my competition's caution?
Yes.
Okay. Is my competition's caution my advantage? This is a tricky one. Think and tell me. Is my competition's caution is my advantage?
It could
What do you
be.
think, Tony?
I think
Alright.
it depends.
Yeah, it
It
could be.
depends. What do you mean by it depends?
Yeah,
Tell me.
yeah. It depends just because I think from an advantage standpoint, right? So, um, your competition will go through a lot of research for them to beat whatever we can offer and then differentiate it from what they have,
No, no,
right?
no,
So
no, 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 no.
that then is advantage,
I'm
right?
saying, I'm saying that there is a caution on the competition side. They have a missing information. They have an uncertainty about what is going on in the customer world. They may not know the decision-making process. They may not know the decision
Then of
influence.
course it's an
If this is
advantage.
the situation, is this our advantage?
Of
Yeah,
course.
it could be. Because
Could
we
be,
could
but
take
is
those
it?
myths.
It could be, but is it mandatory?
It's not, I don't think it's mandatory, but I think it's a good thing to
Correct.
have
So
in your back pocket.
let me bring you back to the
Yeah.
point. Advantages has to have a characteristic. It has to improve your position against others in the current opportunity. Correct? It has to
Correct.
create a differentiation in the customer's mind. It also has to have an impact of price sensitivity. Just because my competition do not know something, or if there is uncertainty in the world for them, or if they do not have a right contact people, will it give me any benefit in pricing?
No.
No, right?
In
No, I don't
pricing,
think
no.
Unnecessarily.
No, in
No.
So
pricing.
remember this
pricing.
concept very clearly. Competitor strength is your caution, but their caution may not be your strength, may not be your advantage. Clear?
But we can use that to our advantage to improve our position against others.
We
We
can
could.
improve our position, but it will not create a differentiation in their mind. If let us say that I go to a procurement head and I tell them that, sir, the person on the other side of the table do not even know the right decision influencer. He'll say, okay, no problem, I'll introduce him.
Yeah.
Then we are not create. He'll try and give a same battleground for everyone, right? Because he want to actually have apple to apple comparison. We may not be able to utilize their caution at all. So the point is, our advantages has to have very clear criteria. It has to improve your position against the competition in the given opportunity. It has to create a differentiation in the customer's mind, and it has to have a impact of lessening price sensitivity. Only then it becomes advantage. Are we all clear? Any question now you have in mind?
No, yeah, totally agree,
I
Ame. I think what you're saying is that whatever advantage our competitors has, it has nothing to do with us, right? Whatever advantage we're going to gain, it should be within us or created by us.
See, competition's advantage is my caution. If
Yeah.
competition is amazing in, let us say, AI bots, it is my caution. But their
Yes,
caution is not my advantage.
yes, correct,
My
correct.
advantage, my entire interest to bring it back to you is that we have to keep judging whether it is bettering my position in the current opportunity, whether it is creating differentiation in a customer world, or whether the price sensitivity is reducing or not. Just think yourself as the buyers. Any one of you have recently bought car, home, any big electronic instrument, you will probably be able to correlate to me. Just work with me in your own mind. Think of it that when you are going into the shop or a broker or probably a real estate agent, when you are trying to talk to them, they try and create a differentiation in your mind. Okay, there is a school nearby, the airport is very reachable, the railway station is on the way, metro station stands very close by. And by that creation of that differentiation, very similar like you kind of people are living here, a very holistic society is available, or very good instrument is now getting launched in the market, and you will be the first one to buy. All this what they are trying to create is a differentiation is getting created in your mind. If there is any unknown information to him, he will ask or seek information, but otherwise he will have a caution in the mind. He may not know anything and he will not pitch you for it. So in a whole process, what I'm saying is that concentrate on finding advantages. It is not always that something will be advantage or caution. Something can be in between also. But when it comes to advantage, you have to be a bit more clear on betterment of position, creating differentiation in the mind of the customer, or lessening the price sensitivity. Are we all
So I have a,
on same page?
Yep.
I have a question for you. So you said creating differentiation in the customer's mind, right? So I'm in my understanding, you're saying that if we find an advantage and we may have the same common denominator, is who pitches best, right? Who offers it the better way or position it better. Is that what you're trying to
Correct.
also say? Cool. We'll take
And
it.
again, there is no right and wrong. The intention of marking advantage and caution on the opportunity is to help us navigate forward. Correct? So there is no right and wrong in this. Sometimes you will feel that okay, this is a caution and it may be nothing. Or sometimes you may feel that this is advantage, but a customer is thinking in a different direction. That is also possible. We will keep evolving after the meeting every time. We will try and figure out how it is going after every meeting and we will keep evolving it. Is this all okay? Can we move forward?
Amay, sorry. Let us
Sorry.
welcome our latest joinee, which is Jeda. Hey, Jeda.
Jeda, how are you?
Jeda, you need to unmute yourself. I know you have joined from your
Hello?
phone. You can join from your laptop
Hi,
later.
Jeda.
Yep. We are
Can
meeting
you
you.
hear me?
You have missed something more important. Quickly on your screen, please read through so that you will be able to cope up in the next process. We are talking about
Okay,
advantages and
sorry.
caution. Advantages improves your position against others in the current opportunity. It creates differentiation. It lessens the price sensitivity. It can be product, timeline, pricing, experience, etc. It provides provided customer sees this as a differentiation in the current opportunity. So if I'm buying a Bisleri bottle or a pack bottle of water, and if for him every bottle is the same, then that is not a differentiation. I may be selling the best of the mineral water coming from Amazon, but probably that is not a differentiation in the person's mind. And depending on the customer to customer, the differentiation may differ, right? From the caution, missing on uncertain or any uncertainty about any information is a caution. Did not understand the decision making process is a caution. You do not have the relevant people within the opportunity is a caution. Past escalation, pricing, negative customer perception about your offering, all of them are caution. Any competition's advantage or a strength is my caution. All of you are with me now, correct? Moving forward.
Can I just chip in?
Sure, please.
Yeah. Hey, hi everyone. Vinayak here. So there is a simple formula, right, to understand or uncover what's your caution looks like. So there is an acronym called as STAB-G. Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Please, probably you can make a note of it. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
T, A, B, and G. So whenever you say that I suppose, or I think, or I assume, or if you say or I believe, or I guess, then it is automatically a caution for you. Whenever you say that, okay, probably I know him, or I know what is their need. I'm not sure if I guess this is what their need behind the need. Then by default, it becomes your caution.
Guys, have you got it? So it's an English word, stab. What is the meaning of English word stab?
Stab, like to.
So
I did on my action.
Okay, so you will now remember that word stab. Now use stab as an acronym. Add G at the end. But stab stands for suppose, think,
assume,
and believe. G stands for guess. If I am doing any of this in my formation of my caution, then it becomes a clear caution. If I'm thinking something on my own and not verified with a customer, then it is a caution. Is it easy?
Yeah. Well,
Will it help?
it did. Yeah.
Chalo, let us go ahead.
Sorry, I just
Helps.
have a
Mhm.
question.
It helps.
Sorry, what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. So I'm trying I probably am thinking ahead, right? And please keep me honest here. So this advantages and caution, this is because from my understanding, this is something that we can use when we are proactive selling our domain, right? Expertise. But if we're talking about RFP, RFI, request for quotation, I think the caution is not something that is available just because everybody who will be bidding for the business knows exactly what the customer wants, right?
Okay, sometime in the RFP, RFI, RFQs, which are large corporations or the larger conversations, the playground has already been leveled. The procurement team or
Correct.
the RFP, RFQ, RFI teams send you the exact requirement technically and commercially. The
Correct.
bids are been neutralized from any differentiation. So the validation or the comparison between them becomes easy. However, even in that, some information which is you should have asked. So like in RFP or RFQ, you will probably have seen this in the process that they give you a time to ask questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
These questions or these information which you can ask is important for you to uncover some information. And majority of the salespeople, or let us say your competition, may not have a visibility of what to ask. In that case, they are in the blind. But if you are clear that there is a information which is missing and you are seeking the information as a clarification, then you can eliminate your caution. Again, RFI, RFQ or RFPs are for only large corporations. In the smaller businesses, the decision influencer or decision makers are probably handling it at a individual level, and seeking information and etc. becomes easy. So everyone is okay with what Vinayak shared? Strategy, is that clear? Very clear to everyone now?
Yes, thank you, Vinayak, for that. It got stabbed in our mind.
Yeah. Mission
Fantastic.
accomplished then.
Okay. Going
Yep.
one step forward. If I have an advantage in a particular opportunity, what I should do? I should identify and leverage. This is clear?
Yes.
Guys, please respond. I will not be able to guess anything. If there is an advantage in the opportunity you have, then please identify that and leverage it. That's the sole reason of actually finding an advantage. And if there is a caution, be aware about it and try to eliminate. Is it possible that every time we can eliminate all the cautions? The answer is no. Sometime it will be a genuine bad feedback. Sometime it will be a genuine previous escalation. Sometime it will be a genuine concern that you are not price wise L1. Sometime it will be a genuine negative perception because of the goof up happened by some other team somewhere. In such situation, the elimination is not possible, but the ability to mitigate it is possible. So in every case, finding and being aware about it, then either eliminating or mitigating the caution is extremely important. Are we all in line? Please respond.
Yes.
You guys are getting the point?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let us quickly go forward now. On your sheet, you have already written the USO, wherein the unique sales opportunity is mentioned. You have mentioned your customer name, your BU whom you are selling, what product service solution you are currently selling, what order booking revenue or units you are selling, what is the close date as per customer you think is mentioned. Now, out of this, if there is anywhere you have done a stab G, please mark it with a caution. To do that, you can actually look at the sheet on the right hand side. There is A and C marked on the extreme right corner. You can copy that A or C and paste it where in the block where you want to mark it as a caution. Are we all able to do that? If not, please let me know.
Sorry, I probably didn't get it. So what do we need to put here?
So
So
on
we
your
fill this
sheet,
out.
on the Excel sheet which is currently open in front of you, extreme right, there is A and C available, which is available as an image, correct? Think of all the
Yes.
cautions which you have in this USO. There is a high possibility that I may not know the BU name. That is a missing information. Then I should mark it with a caution that I do not know the BU name. Or product service solution is not clearly understood. Maybe I want to sell them something else and they want to have something else. We are trying to force fit something. Then it is a caution. In the revenue or in the number of units, we are thinking that they need this many. They haven't confirmed anything. Then it's a caution. We do not know by when they want to close. Then it's a caution. You all agree?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now please mark wherever you think you have done a guesswork or wherever you have assumed something, please mark it with a caution. Just copy that C on the right hand corner of your uh, Excel sheet and paste it on your USO's block. Can someone share it? Those who have done it? Anyone can share your screen and do it. I'll stop mine. Anyone can do it, please? If
I
you're not able
can.
to do it, please let me know.
Would you like me to share my screen?
Sure, please.
All right. Let me know if you can see my.
Perfect.
All right.
Fantastic.
So, gotcha.
Fantastic.
So, out from the information that I put in here, I tagged C, which is caution for order booking revenue units because the pricing isn't fixed yet. I just tagged there 7 headcount on one team lead. So, but not really in terms of the ACV here, and at the same time the close date because I just tagged there December 31, 2025. I keep on following up with them, right, as of the moment.
This is your assumption, right? That they want to
This
close it.
is my assumption. Exactly. This is what I
Well,
think that,
so,
so that's why it
for
becomes
larger
cautious.
audience, normally if we do not have a date, we can keep it blank and mark it with a caution. Or if we think that we have had a conversation with the customer and customer have given me some vague date, we can mention that and say that, okay, nothing changes beyond it for him. He may probably give me the next date. First time he said that, okay, 31st December. Next time he'll say 31st March. Then he'll say 31st October. And nothing changes for him. Then it is just simply a caution for us. If I know that he has a launch coming in or he has a discount getting expired or something like that as a tag to that date, then I may probably have a better visibility of why he is giving me this date. Correct?
Yes.
And
Yes.
then
Exactly.
that becomes non-caution input. You have done a fabulous job. Guys on the chat, please appreciate the work you have done. Anyone who have a problem who is not able to do it, please raise your concerns now. We will get into the next one very quickly and things are going to be good here onwards. All are able to cope up with me. Anyone have a worry from speed perspective? I'm going too slow, too fast.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, going back to sharing my screen. I am just going to break this now into a breakout room. Tina will help us do that, and we can quickly discuss our USO with our team. Walk them through where you have marked a caution. If you people think that something out of this is an advantage, like for example, you have a very unique product or a service, and you have marked A there, you may need to convince your team that it is an advantage. And then once done, you can come back in the main room. Tina, can you please make us into a
I'm
break?
opening all the.
Sure, please. So we have now 4 teams, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. Alpha team has Tony, June, Chanel, and Ted. Beta, Jackie, Romain, and Sam. Deepak, Dindo, Jeda, and Manuel and Gamma. Christine, Dana, Dandy, and Hemant Aran. Delta. Great. Please join the rooms. I'm Vinayak. You can go with one. Which one you are taking?
First, I'll join Naman.
Okay, no
First one.
problem.
Hmm?
I'm going to fourth one. We can keep doing it that
1,
way.
2, I'll join. 3, 4, you can join.
Done.
Free to join any wherever. That's okay. And Amay, I think we need to have some timeline also, no? चलो, ठीक है.
हाँ Swati, you can also join team
मुझे इनवाइट शेयर करो.
team
I
Vita.
haven't actually received that breakout room to join.
You came late ना तो हो नहीं रहा है.
ठीक है, it's fine then.
Hmm. Wait, I'm assigning you to team Vita. आया? I have set the timeline. 5 minutes. I mean 10 minutes का किया था. Could I close the room?
Yes, please.
Am I?
Yes, please.
I thought we were the last one.
No, we closed all the rooms together this time. We are also bettering it every day. So as compared to last time, we are now doing it better. We are closing all the rooms together.
Okay.
Okay. Is everyone in line with what we have been talking? Is the idea clear now to everyone?
Yes, very clear.
Yes.
Mhm.
Fantastic. There is a beautiful case Dindo has shared. Dindo, can you quickly share your sheet with everyone, please?
Okay, let me do this real quick, okay? And here we go.
And now you people can ask one question to him. What is it that the question should be? Tell me. Only one right question.
Yes, both advantage and caution.
Exactly. So if you think this is an advantage, but you never verified it, you can still mark A and C both because this is still your assumption. Also, you have marked A into a digital back office, which is wrong because ultimately that is the BU unit, a business unit of customer. That A in the BU should not be there.
Okay.
But my question
Amai,
is
that is the program name. Dindo, you meant DBO, right? Digital back office. That's the program name, right?
That is the program name, yes,
Yeah.
basically.
Amai, that is a program name. It is not the office.
okay. So in the customer company slash BU name, it is customer. Whom are you selling in customer side? Are you selling it to HR, to accounts, to sales team, to marketing team, to operations team, to telecom head, to CTO? Whom are you selling has to be known to you. And that business unit has to be mentioned.
So it should be
Well, this is
operations, right?
So
but this
everyone
is
who have, yes, yes,
so
please.
so I have a question, Ame, because basically this proposal is technically for this program, technically for this business unit.
But this
So
business unit is yours, right?
not
This is
necessarily for a
yours.
specific
Your
name.
internal business unit, right?
Yes.
No, I want customers business unit. Whom are you selling?
So we're talking about the person.
No, no. Which department? This digital back office must be helping them in operations, correct?
This is the actual department.
This
No, I get.
digital back office service which you are giving, the new training solution which is you are giving, is helping which department of customer side?
That's the name. That's the name of the LOB within the account. So he's giving. So it's still under AT&T under consumer, but it's the
It's
name
the
of
actual
the department function that
right.
he's giving.
It's the
Yeah.
actual
Perfect.
department.
Then
It's
it is
the
okay.
actual function.
Then it is okay. But the point which I wanted to bring it to your notice is that if there is a advantage which you think you never verified, please mark A and C both and get it verified. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dinda, I'm sorry. So I just looked up your name in AT&T web phone, okay, and the department for you shows customer advocacy and service.
You can't work with a web phone when it comes to departments. It will show you something different even for me.
Hmm.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
from my understanding, the business name to where you are projecting the growth or the area. And so I think the back of it, this one is specific, and I think this is supposed to be correct because this is more
Uh,
specific into the department.
if I may, I heard all, if I may. So the
Go ahead.
challenge with somebody like June or Dindo is they are not into out and out sales yet. They're into customer service. And what they have mentioned that where they are working, and correct me guys if I'm wrong, where they can see the opportunity to expand, which typical in sense language we call farming, right? And that's what they have mentioned. Am I correct on this, on my understanding, guys?
Sam, I'm just adding
Yes.
on top of what you have mentioned, even if it is a
Yes.
farming, and even if
Yeah.
it is actually about a particular meeting which is happening for farming, I
Mm-hmm.
am trying to find a USO or a unique sales opportunity for a cross-sell or a upsell in that account, which is ultimately going to use some business unit at the end.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
That
mean,
business
totally
unit
agree
has
on
to be
that side.
mentioned.
Yes. Yes,
That business
absolutely.
unit has to be mentioned there. It can be operations
Yes.
department, it can be HR department, it can be sales department, it can be marketing department, it can be any department or a BU. Or let us say someone have a BU named digital back office. It's a BU they have made, and then it is okay.
I
I think this is
believe,
operations.
sorry, what is it?
I'm saying this will be operations then. If you start it with
Operations.
digital back
Okay.
office, it will be operations.
When it
Okay.
comes to AT&T, you're the man. Let's go by that.
Okay. So I'm just clarifying everyone again.
Yep.
In USO, the first block, which is customer company / BU name, is a customer side, not our side.
Yes.
Even if for your customer success team or for sales team, it is always the customer whom you are catering to. They are using it in one department, one KPI of that department, and that department name is what you should mention. Product or a service is internal, which is the service which you provide. Then it can be a service, it can be a solution or a product. It is internal to FCX. Is that clear?
I get that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now I'm moving forward. I'm just sharing my screen. Dindo, thank you. Thanks for this. I think this is done. Is everyone clear now?
Yes.
Great. Let us quickly get into a case study there.
Can I ask someone if that person is clear? I mean, clearly understand or not?
Sure, please go ahead, Sam.
Thank you. Chanel, is there any question from your end?
No question. I'm very much clear. I had a conversation with the team in the breakout room, so I'm good. No
Okay,
question.
so let me ask you this. Sorry, I'll take a minute here.
Sure.
Where on your sheet you have cautions?
On my sheet, I have caution where the revenue amount is, because you're still not sure what the agreement is in terms of the total headcount, the price point. So I put caution there until there's a final agreement and also the close date, because you still don't have a confirmation with the representative. So yeah, that's where I
Sounds
have
good to me. It gives me full confidence that you understand the concept. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Sam. Going one step forward, considering that we are here, Chanel, I'll just request you to start the case study for everyone of us to read. You can just read it for us.
Right. So Tanya is a key account manager at Serve Spares CX, handling large enterprise accounts in the retail, consumer goods, and e-commerce sectors. She has a strong working relationship with client procurement teams, understands their CX outsourcing and automation needs well, and is known for quick responses, smooth coordination, and reliable delivery support. Her efficiency helps her meet her revenue goals most year. But Tanya has been facing a recurring challenge. Even when she presents super solution, better FCR, multilingual capabilities, AI-driven quality automation savings, she frequently finds herself cutting prices to retain or win contracts. Procurement keeps comparing her proposal with cheaper contact-centric option and negotiates aggressively. Tanya senses that her regular procurement contacts are not interested in her value story, only the rate card. She also suspects that true influence lies with the CX head, digital transformation leaders, operations director, or customer experience strategy team, but she rarely interacts with them. Recently, she has even lost a few renewals despite offering strong performance and innovation.
Just
Tanya
hold on for
realizes.
just
Okay.
hold on for a second here. Is everyone clear about a case now?
Yes.
Take a minute, read it slowly with your pace also, and make sure that till this point, the case is very, very clear about what Tanya is doing. Anyone who have a doubt can probably ask here. Is the case clear? just say thumbs up
Yes.
or yes on the chat.
Yes.
Fantastic. Anyone else? Everyone is okay with the case now? Sure, Chanel, you can continue.
Awesome. Tanya realizes she's stuck in a margin trap, selling on price, not value, because she hasn't built relationships with the real decision influencer who defines success beyond cost.
So is the idea clear to you guys?
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. The question is, analyze the case, share where Tanya is going wrong. Do you think she's going wrong first? And if
Yes.
yes, where?
She has not identified all the stakeholders or decision influencers.
Okay. Great,
Um,
Heyman.
I
And it
believe she
also
has.
says she hasn't built a relationship with the real decision influencers.
Perfect. Good, Chanel. Yes, someone have raised a hand.
Yeah. So I
She's
believe.
Yes,
Sorry.
Teddy,
no, go ahead.
tell me.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
No, no,
okay.
Teddy,
Thanks.
go on.
Yeah. So I believe she has not done the no strategic meetings, basically ABRs, QBRs, which needs to be done, of course, every year because those are the opportunities we have to sell, let's say, our processes, our results, our achievements. That where we can base, of course, even the pricing. So for the pricing, of course, not to be reduced but increased in this case, we need to have some strategic meetings. And of course, the second point, which I believe, is the fact that I don't think she has done, let's say, monthly catch-ups with the decision makers, basically assessing their needs, how they're feeling, what's their, let's say, idea of the partnership so far. So I believe that's missing on her end.
Fantastic. Good observation, Ted. Jida, you have mentioned something in the chat. Can you quickly explain?
She's not influencing the buying journey. So she enters too late and negotiates on price instead of shaping the problem.
Okay. Okay. So what advice will you people give her? What she should do one thing correctly.
She should map the stakeholders first of all, like as of now, like as per this case study, she's still not sure like who is, because she suspects to be a different persons, but she's not sure. So the mapping is not at all done before proposing.
Good one. So in order to do the mapping, what do you think would be needed? What kind of work she needs to do? Guys, let us say that in your world also this must be happening. What do you think, June? Is this happening in your world?
No, I may. But with this scenario, I would suggest that Tanya would contact the relevant people, the decision makers, because that is what I'm saying that she's lacking in this scenario.
Fantastic. But do we connect to all the decision makers today?
Yes, but not all.
Okay. What kind of decision makers do we connect today?
Primary
Roman?
client. I'm sorry. Is it still?
No, go on, please, June, go on.
Yeah. We are well now. We are only meeting one decision maker, but not the boss of that client, which
The
is
boss
also
of
part.
the decision maker is currently not getting mapped.
Yeah.
Sure. Roman, what do you think? What kind of decision makers are you meeting?
I'm sorry.
What kind of decision makers are you meeting?
Am I meeting the direct decision makers? I got that liberty to meet with the direct decision makers. So people that make and break us, as in gives us business, remove business. I see them every day, talk to them every day.
Okay. So you're meeting multiple of them or you're meeting one or two?
No, it's multiple. Even up to the vice president of AT&T and the AVP. So
Okay.
I'm good.
Great. Dana, you have been saying something, please.
Yeah, so I think everyone has made very good points as to what needs to be done here. Procurement obviously would just care about saving money and getting like the lowest cost possible. So she has to speak with a decision maker or influencer that is into the operation, seeing performance and all that stuff, because that's where she can leverage the value of her products or her team to, ask for a higher price than what they're currently getting from her.
Can I
Fantastic.
ask something
Fantastic. Yes, sure,
or
please.
say something? So let's spin the block a bit, right? So a part of the case study says that she tends to get caught in the whole pricing negotiation and reducing her cost and pricing to change the whole to get her wins of contracts and all of that. That means that whomever she's meeting as a decision maker is probably connecting with a direct decision maker, right? Which also means that the channel, the funnel of the pricing coming down is probably from the direct decision maker. So a part of our problem, and probably something I think we should also focus on, is that the fact of the matter is she's still getting the wins, but she's getting, chopped for price and probably, getting wins on a loss nonetheless. So my question is, if she gets to the direct decision maker, does she still not win, but still get chopped for the cost? So is the true problem that she's not getting to the direct decision maker in the entirety? I see it there, sure. Is it also could be a case of how she's also positioning herself to whomever she's actually connecting with, that is also, uh, into what's happening to her as well?
If I may,
Sure, Sam, please go ahead.
so Romain, the question for the team is, Amay has asked me a question at the beginning of the session. Probably you missed that. That what are the stages which we discussed, right? Win fast, win lose, and win slow, lose slow, right? So if you think that we are keep meeting decision influencers, at which bucket we are actually standing? Can you answer that?
Between win fast, lose slow, win fast, win fast, win fast. That's what you're asking me,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
We keep
for
meeting
this case study,
influencers, not the
for this
decision
case,
makers. Yeah.
No, Sam. I think probably we are deviating from the point. See, Tanya is doing a fabulous job in winning cases. Okay, that's not a question.
Correct.
She's a key account manager, so that means she is actually doing a good job in managing the account, but she's not able to get the margins. As a salespeople, we want to be smart about our time. We want to
yes,
get
she's
paid well
not
for
winning.
whatever the work which we do. Fair? If we are
Yeah.
doing X number of deals with a Y number of margin, then we will be happy. If anything less than Y comes in, then we have a scope of improvement. Fair? In order
Fair
to
enough.
do the betterment in the process, what Tanya needs to do is, as team have rightly mentioned, she has to do a lot of decision influences mapping. Correct?
Yes.
So what kind of decision influencers currently we are meeting? As team was been correctly saying, we are probably meeting the first line manager whom we need to present our data, whom we need to convince that we are doing the due diligence correctly. And we are not mapping their managers. That's what the input came in. Correct?
I hear you, but I think you're missing my
But
point.
Yeah,
yeah,
sure. Tell me.
Give me one sec, Tony, and then I'll give it back to you. I think you're missing my
sure.
point. My point is we all understand that she's meeting and she's getting the wins, but she's getting it at a loss. Meaning that she's selling her eggs, but she's also losing for whatever she's actually earned for her eggs in the first place. Right?
Then
My question is whomever she's getting contacted with the problem, because she's still winning. But the problem is she's
in one
losing at
point
a
of time,
cost.
if it is
So
a
my
price
thing
war,
is,
if it is only
I
a
hear
price
you.
war, one point of time, your competition will be able to offer the better price than you. If it is only about the
Absolutely.
pricing, if everything is same, and if it is all about a delivery timeline or price, then your competition having a bit better than you would affect the win. Would you agree?
I agree, but my point, hear me out, hear me for a quick sec. And I think Sam was almost getting it, and then Tony probably is going to include to it. She's getting to somebody and she's winning, but the pricing is impacted because she has to cut it because they're not biting whatever she's giving at the cost, right?
Fair.
No, you guys are saying that she should do probably a different decision maker mapping to get to the head honcho. My thing about it is, if she gets to the head honcho, would she still not win? How is she going to sell the head honcho versus the first gatekeeper? Because she's selling to the gatekeeper, but she's cutting costs. If the gatekeeper is cutting costs, imagine the head honcho. Wouldn't they also cut costs too? So
And
at the end of the
probably
day, the
hold on.
situation is the
Right. So
same.
Probably hold on and
I want to say
explain this to you
something.
very quickly because you're probably asking a right question, but with a context, things will become a bit more clearer to you, Rumain. Yes, Ted, you wanted to add something, and Tony also.
Please, Tony,
So,
help me out.
And Christina.
No, for my end, I just wanna add a case study which relates 100% with Tanya's in this case. It's a client which I currently manage. But we can continue with this conversation first, and then I can jump in later on if that's.
Sure.
okay,
And
just
Jada, you shared a love sign. That's for what?
It's because it's making sense. If the gatekeeper, it's for me, it's gonna make sense really because if we were able to sell in the gatekeeper with a discounted price, how much more with the decision maker itself? Let's say for example the CEO itself. I'm thinking of lowering it down the price really. So okay, so for example the secretary, that's the first contact. So I sell on I was able to do business with that, and the secretary agreed, but it has to be at the discounted price. I initiated to speak with the CEO. And then, okay, you go ahead. I can give you a schedule and go and speak with the CEO. Now the CEO is thinking bigger and wanted a huge discount, of course. I can do business with you, that's for sure. But let's make it lower than what my secretary provided you. So I gave a heart. It's because I can relate.
No,
Yes,
no, I
Jada,
understand, but we can take it later. Go ahead,
I'm
Amal,
probably
please.
going to cover this bit very quickly
Yeah.
and allow me to reach till there. Now, before we go there, Tony, you wanted to add something.
no, it's just what Jetta said just now. Moving to the top brass, the executives, or the real decision makers doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're not going to further want to cut costs, right? So yeah, it's just back to Jetta's point and then to Romaine's point as well.
Absolutely.
So
Come back to you
there's
on the point which has been mentioned. Christina, yes, please.
Yes, so I wanted to say something. So taking into account that she's talking to the, let's say, the right decision makers, and she is selling, but she has to cut costs. I wouldn't focus so much into a makers mapping, but more focus on her pitch and what we were talking about, the perception of the cost, like the perception of the price, what she's like making the customer see all that she can get for the price that they're gonna pay instead of lowering the price. What we were
Point taken.
discussing a few slides ago.
Point taken. In fact, again, in the next few slides, you will probably start realizing how decision influences are impacting the overall complex sales process. We will reach there. Before that, Dindo, yes, you wanted to add something?
No, I just want to say it would still be beneficial to still map the DI because the gatekeeper would only work as per what has been provided to them, right? Based on the criteria, based on the requirement, etc. Right? It may go with the pricing, whoever is slower can be the one to be chosen, right? But again, it's still gonna be beneficial to still map the DI because if you were able to have that opportunity to talk to those people, I would totally agree it's not a guarantee, right? That the criteria will change, right? But it will give you the opportunity to to sell your advantage against your competitors, and by selling your advantage, if those DIs would be able to see your value, as what we have discussed earlier, right? It would probably influence the sensibility in terms of the pricing, right? So the requirement for the requirement, the criteria could change, right? So again, it's actually a win-win for you.
100%. Yes, you're right. In fact, something Ted have mentioned about ABB. The case which you have mentioning is where you are saying that the customer is happy, and you are
Yes.
saying that you are, instead of going to the vendor manager, a procurement head of procurement is directly giving you the approvals.
Yeah, so
Karan?
basically, yeah, the discussions which we're having currently, basically the vendor manager, who is also the manager for the in-house team of ABB, they have a tech team or a tier one team in-house. We are doing an amazing job in here. All the KPIs are being achieved, people development as well. Our tech skills are 100% are going with what the client needs. So everything is in place from our end. But we have seen that the vendor manager in this case doesn't want to lose his in-house team. He wants to keep his in-house team. And for us, which we are delivering it from Albania and Morocco, wants to stay with the same number of FTEs. He doesn't want us to let's say, increase the FTEs. However, we have seen that the head of procurement, which is extremely happy with the performance, he's more than willing to, let's say, to increase the FTEs and to let's say, give us more in terms of volumes, and of course for to increase our revenue as well on our end. However, the discussions are still ongoing because they have the budget closed for this year, and we're waiting to start discussions by the
Lovely, lovely.
beginning
We
of
will come to the
February.
conclusion of what is happening on the case for sure. And in fact, this is a very good input wherein the senior manager or the senior authority is in favor of you and he is trying to drive the conversation directly so that
Yep.
you get the maximum share of the business. We'll reach there also. Something Nindo have mentioned very clearly that even if she is doing good job in managing other stakeholders, majority of the times procurement is the guy who would probably having the maximum say or alignment with other internal users. And what he is trying to say is that we need to capitalize on the performance we give because we are over and beyond the goal. It can be a leverage to not cut the price because they are paying for this kind of performance. Dindo, you want to add anything? Dindi?
Dandy.
That's dandy.
No,
Dandy, man.
oh
That's
yeah,
dandy.
sorry.
Got confused.
So, sorry, I think I got what Remain was saying, right? Even if you know the decision makers, at the end of the day, the first filtering is your procurement. And definitely all procurement and most of, if not all companies, outsource because of pricing, right? But remember that if we're saying based on this case study is that we are above and beyond performance, right? We leverage that to the procurement team and say, this is what you're paying for. This is the kind of excellence you're paying for. You wanted to settle for less cost, but I'm guaranteeing you you're not going to get this kind of performance, right? And so I think that's the kind of conversation that we need to talk through with the first level of the layer, which is the procurement. And then on, if the procurement says, yeah, I know, then we tell the procurement team that, hey, is there a chance that I can get an audience from your executives to present this kind of situation, because I understand where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, we're talking about that holistic performance and the value add that we as the vendor has.
Nandy, I completely agree to a few points which you have mentioned and correctly articulated as well. Sometime previous performance helps us get the better business. Chanel, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, I'm going to give an example based on current position. We have a client in BFSI that we have been doing exceptionally well. We have been talking to the procurement team. We have visited as it relates to getting growth. The performance is out of all their vendors, we are number one. But we're still not getting the growth because we're not, even though we have presented all of this, the person who makes the direct decision is not involved in these conversations. So therefore, we're still here. And even when we try to cut the price, it still doesn't make a difference because the person who is the head of the company is not involved in the conversation.
Fantastic.
So, you know,
What a
so
point.
going to
What
the
a point.
procurement team, having those conversations
So I'm
doesn't
going to
necessarily help. Go
Great,
ahead.
great addition, Chanel. I'm going to ask you some questions and break for 10 minutes because Sam have pointed out that the good conversation is going on and probably a thought to think about would be a helpful thing here in the break. There are three questions which I have in mind. One and most important that do we know that what kind of decision influences we are not mapping at all? One, if we can categorize them, how and where? And third and most important Is it always the company owner has to be involved in every decision making? Think about this. We'll break for 10 minutes and Tina would probably allow us to assemble again exactly in 10 minutes. Does that make sense, guys?
Okay, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Please
Thank you.
back in 10 minutes for sure.
Yep.
Thank you, Emma. I'll be back.
Sure, please. Hi all, welcome back. I'm there. Anyone
I'm
back?
back on time.
Fantastic.
I'm back. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate. We needed that
No,
break. I didn't have
no,
food
you
for
needed the break
probably.
as well. No, no, no doubt.
I didn't have anything probably for last 6 hours, so I wanted to have some snack.
Oh, good, good, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it was due. And the conversation was going very well. That's the reason I kept it going. And
It's
then
a super conversation, and I'm excited to see everybody is evolving. So
my
really
my
appreciate.
next
Yeah,
input would probably be the one which I wanted to bring everyone to, and the conversation is going in the right direction. Waiting for everyone to
absolutely.
come back. Is everyone in?
Yeah, I've said if you give us a space to talk, we're not gonna stop, by the way. So
Trust me, Ted. It's a discovery
That's
learning,
good.
so everyone is helping each other. I'm also learning from every one of you.
no, it's a very good learning process, to be honest. Really loving it.
Is there any way we can give you a rating on your Google review or something,
We
Mike?
will ask for it. We will ask for it at the end of the session. We have both
Yeah,
the reviews. One is normally for the session,
yeah,
wherein there would be the question on the categoric performance, content, quality,
yeah.
and everything. And there would be a second one which will be for the Google reviews. So all of that
Hmm.
will come automatically at the end of the session.
Awesome.
Hi, Tony. Welcome back.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Guys, I might need to jump for a quick 5 minutes. One of my campaigns is having a dialer issue. My operations manager is currently connecting. So we're using a CCS dialer for this particular campaign, but it doesn't seem like they're responding, and the client wants answers. So I might have to jump here shortly, guys.
Try to
for a
make it
quick
as small
call.
as it can be so that you do not
Sure.
miss on a concept, because now the training has picked up a speed and it may become difficult to cope up later. Try to make it as small as it can be.
Okay. Well, the client hasn't responded yet, so I'm gonna stay here,
No,
but he
no
may
rush.
respond asking for some questions.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah, and guys, I apologize. I didn't have food for quite a long time, so I'm just having some food, but I'm listening, and I will add my views for sure.
No, don't worry, it is allowed. Drinking and eating is allowed on the session. Involvement is
Drinking
mandatory.
coffee and water, right, Amma?
I don't know which part of world you are in, and if your world means you had to have something else, I wouldn't mind.
No, we have a fantastic team, and we are on a Friday, so just being caught here. You see, you have made us learn on C, right?
But again, it's morning.
Yeah.
It's morning.
I
Yep.
What's the
was
point?
about to say, since it's Friday, it should be like a scotch or something, but no. Then I'm gonna be out of the group.
For me, it's almost 5:30 p.m., so I'm fine.
So
I was
just to be
only.
clear for the group, this is a coffee, right? Okay. Inside here is coffee. Okay. Nothing crazy about this.
Who else is left? Is everyone back?
I don't believe you, Manu. I need to taste it first.
Okay.
Who else is left? Is Jada back? June back?
I'm here.
Great. Hi. Romain is back. Dindo is here. Nana is here. Chanel is back. Hemant, Deepak, Jackie, Dandy.
Daddy is not there.
Sam. I think everyone is here. Back. Chalo, good. So I left you with 3 questions in mind. Do you even know that what kind of decision influencer you are not mapping?
No.
And are we not mapping is because we do not know it, or are we not mapping because it is not needed?
It's not needed. For me, at least, it's not needed.
Okay. And majority of the times, this is where the caution comes in, that we do not know what may happen if my competition goes above me, goes above the manager whom am I talking to, goes at
Exactly.
one level above and probably affects the deal in an adverse way because he's my competition. and he's able to create probably a very similar kind of a service, and then exactly one level above me, both of them want to prove their point, and then the person at the top calls a shot, saying that no, if it is about two vendors and one of them I know, the other I don't know, I will go with the known one. Am I right?
Yes.
If
No, when I was saying I'm not doing intentionally, that is towards at the end, I mean, towards the bottom is top down, bottom approach, right? Top to bottom approach. So towards certain level, after that, I'm not going because I know they will be not even these
okay,
influencers
let us just
or maybe
imagine the
different,
other way
different.
around. Let
Yeah.
us imagine the other way around. You are talking to someone who is in a retail, and the
Mm-hmm.
person actually have a shop floor issues. They are actually working on the floor of a shop wherein there is a humongous impact of service which you provide is going to come in. Okay. Now imagine the user is not happy even if you have a greatest of the relationship and rapport with the manager. Ultimately, manager one point of time says that whatever my team says remains. Fair? Just imagine that in the
Right.
conversation wherein we are having this word, Sam says that I am happy with Ameya. But
Mm-hmm.
the entire team goes back and says it to RC sir that no, I'm not okay with Ameya. What will happen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the negative
You're able to
impact
get
will
the
spread.
point, right?
Yes. Yes,
I
yes.
have to know RC sir's intention of this training. I want to know Sam's intentions of this training. I want to know everyone's concept of this training, and I want to cater to every one of them. Fair?
Agreed.
So I need to know what I don't know first, without which I am going into the blind. In order to avoid that conversation, I am sharing my screen and trying to explain you the concept, which is where I think Tanya would probably have got a help of doing something better. We are talking about a decision influencers now. So how many type of decision influencers do you think we have? We have 4 type of decision influencers in every opportunity. By the way, how many people have we agreed on that? How many people are normally involved in any of the opportunity? Quickly write that number in the chat. How many people are involved
Lately
in
we've
that?
said 5 to 6, around
Correct.
5 to 6.
Anywhere
Yeah.
around 5 to 6. Perfect. I'm saying that they can be divided in 4 category. The first of the category is veto. What does the English word veto would mean? Anyone?
Denied? Like, I don't know.
Yes,
Vote.
Christina?
Vote.
Avoid.
What is the meaning of the word veto?
Like denied? Like
Reject a proposal.
reject, exactly.
No, veto is something which is the final authority says this. Normally, president has a veto power. Whatever he says happens. If everyone says yes
Okay.
and he says no, it is no. If everyone
Like
says
the
no
last
and he
word.
says yes, the last word is normally a veto word. If let us say the
Okay.
judiciary says that okay, it is a veto, I invoke the veto power and I give this order, then it is a veto power. Are we clear with the word veto?
Yeah.
So I am categorizing
Yes.
the first kind of a decision influencer who has a veto power. Normally, he is the guy who is a final decision maker. Fair? The second characteristic of a veto is he is normally concentrating on a ROI or a organizational impact. Now, in our case, let us imagine that Pankaj sir or RC sir are looking for organizational impact. Are they worried about whether the courier is reached or not?
Nope.
Will not be, right? That is Sam's work. That is my work with Sam. But when I'm talking to RC sir or Pankaj sir, I would probably talk about the ROI or organizational impact. Fair?
Yes.
Now, also at the veto, it is veto power, which means everyone in the organization is saying, no, we do not need sales training. But the top management feels that we need a sales training. It will happen.
Yes.
The other way around is also possible that everyone says that, no, we want to have a holiday. We want to go on a trip. And management says nothing doing. Work is getting hampered. Come for an extra shift, work on Saturdays and do it. It's a veto power, right? Is everyone with me?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. So the first kind of a decision influencer in a any opportunity is a veto. He has a high authority in the chain. Will the shop floor person or the shop manager be a veto?
No.
Nope.
Guys, what do you think? Everyone, what do you think, Jackie? In retail, what would be the case? Will the shop manager be a veto?
No.
No.
No. Are we sure?
No. Yes.
Let us just
Well, he
imagine that
can.
he is buying a cleaning apparatus for his shop. Will he be a veto?
Yes.
Depending on
Definitely.
what he is buying,
Yeah.
depending on what he is buying, the veto changes. Not in every deal the CEO of the company will pitch in.
Okay.
If let us say that a Bisleri bottle is getting or a packed drinking water is getting purchased, will the CEO be interested in it? No, right? Just imagine first time when the computers or the laptops have been made, someone from IBM is flying across globe, going and visiting CEOs and showcasing some marvelous machine called as laptop or a palm top. And those who have been sitting on the other side of the table who have been the CEOs of the company. Correct? I'm talking about some 15 years back, 20 years back, 25 years back. People have been amazed by wow, movable machine, movable computing machine was been a marvelous idea. From there, now who purchases computer? The junior most system engineer, correct? You're getting the point? Depending on the product,
Yes.
the veto changes. So in a normal condition, the decision influencers veto is a final decision making authority. He normally thinks about the ROI or a organizational impact of which purchase. Normally he'll be having the veto power. If everyone says no and he says yes, it will happen. The reverse is also possible. And most importantly, he normally have a high authority in the process. Okay? Process of buying, huh? I'm not saying high authority in a company. Is everyone with me?
Yes.
Any question
Yes,
up to
yes,
now?
understood.
Great. Now, what is the second kind? Now, ultimately, every purchase is happening for the user. Fair? Someone is going to ultimately use whatever we purchase. Normally, these are the people about whom this product is all about. It is affecting their life daily, day in, day out. These people want ease of use. They don't want a hassle. Just imagine that you are buying a car and you know that I want my car to be good and I should be able to drive it easily. Or let us say a phone. I don't want a complex operating system. I need a simple phone. It has to be ease of use as an importance to me. Then I am a user of the phone. He normally focuses on quality because it is about his daily life. No one want to have a problem in a daily life. The third is going to be he takes it personally. Just imagine that ultimately if let us say parents and students are going for a admission in a college, the student is looking for the hostel, the facility, the college. The parents are looking for teachers, academics, impact on the career. Now, who is a veto? Parents are the veto. Student says whatever. Parent says, nee, this is where you will have an admission. The admission will happen there. Fair? The otherwise, if the user who is a student want to have ease of life, he'll look for the hostels wherein he'll fit in. He'll focus on the quality of life he want to have in hostel. He'll look for taking it personally. That am I going to be the part of the community? Am I going to get bullied? Am I going to learn? Am I going to enjoy? Am I going to get my friends? All of that is going to happen in his life. Majority of the times in the B2B sales, users are several. When I mean several, let us say that you are selling a digitization process, or let us say in a telecom domain, you are selling something which is going to affect the technology backend for the company. There are many operators which are going to operate on that particular backend process. Any AI tool, majority of the users are going to use that AI tool. There are many and several users. Do we meet every user?
Nope.
We can't meet every user. Fair? Like for example, in your case, could I talk to every one of you? No, I could talk to select few among you, right?
I have just a question here, please.
Sure, please go on.
So why should a user have, let's say, decision influence?
Because normally if purchase happens without the consent of the user, sometime it affects the ultimate usability. There are many of the times it happens in an organization that people purchase and it doesn't get used.
Okay, and what's, let's say, the weightage of the, let's say, decision influence from the user?
So normally it is, again, we will go deeper into this in the next sessions for sure. But normally there are three major areas by which we consider the influence. One is influence, another is involvement. So users will have a high involvement and minimum influence.
Okay, all right.
And a veto will have a maximum influence but a minimum involvement. Fair?
Okay,
Not
got it.
every time the CEO is going to come and sit on a table with you for a meeting, but he will still have a maximum influence. And he'll probably take a feedback from the user that what do you think? Will it help? Is it going to make your life easy? Are you going to be more productive? Is it going to increase your efficiency? If yes, then go ahead. Fair?
Yeah,
So
perfect.
almost
Thank you so
like
much.
just to ensure that I caught it right, and probably it'll give to that a little bit clarity. Almost like purchasing applications or software, right? Some companies would discuss internally to see if, or even just have users come and have a discussion or conversation about it to see if that software application would make sense to be utilized by multiple users. Because even though these are decision makers purchasing it, they're not using it, right? But they'll
Absolutely.
have users that use it.
Absolutely.
And then if it's not productive to what the users' needs are,
I'll explain with the example, na? Romain, whatever you are suggesting, I'll explain it with example. Like for example, you must be having a HRMS wherein you are marking your attendance and leave, right? There
yeah.
must be someone who is a user head or some senior management person who has been evaluating the software for HRMS, where you are marking your leave and attendance and etc. Someone must have evaluated it as a user that is it making the life of the employee easy or not. Fair? And then ultimately they give their feedback to the right authority. That right authority took a final call. Correct? Now imagine in the same situation wherein this leave and attendance software which is to be purchased for FCX, is it like the CEO went in market and purchased it? No, right? Whether user went in a market and purchased it, answer is definitely no. Then there is a third role which comes in, which is normally considered as a gatekeeper or a checklist person. So someone from your management must have suggested a person in HR that we should have a HRMS system. Suggest me what all will you want. Then a HR must have made a laundry list of things which they want. And that checklist must have been passed on to procurement guy. Fair? Then your procurement guy and a finance guy, which acted as a gatekeeper, must have went into market, found out some HRMS tools, took some demo, shown it to user, took their feedback, went back to and fro with a vendor for the customization which is required, and then ultimately at finance level, someone acted as a veto and said that okay, finally I am calling shot. Am I going to take this one or that one? That's where the veto came in. Correct? Now just imagine if I am a gatekeeper or a checklist person, what all characteristics I do have to have. First and foremost, they always have a shortlist criteria. Like in majority of the cases, wherever you are selling first time or repeat purchase, you have a criteria that you must have had this kind of a business background. You must have this kind of a process in place. You must have this kind of historically dealt with this kind of customers, this volume, this language, this barriers, this locations, all of this is normally a checklist which has been given to the procurement guy of your purchase side, correct? They come up to you and say that, okay, if you are qualifying, please send me your proposal. And that's when they normally have a checklist. Normally, they are not the final decision makers. Now, when we say that Tanya was been talking to a procurement person and she was been getting pulled into the cost because procurement head has a KPI or a KRA to reduce cost. Am I right?
Yep.
Yes.
Now, procurement person is a gatekeeper.
True.
He's neither a user nor a veto. If he is a guy who is a gatekeeper, he's neither a vendor manager but a procurement guy, like how mentioned by Ted. He is the guy who is giving you a helping hand as well sometimes. But if he acts as the only gatekeeper or checklist person, he will decide who all can play this game. He can qualify or disqualify a vendor basis the criteria which are been predefined. Now, Dandy would probably know this because of the RFP RFQ conversation which we sometime back had. That majority of the times the RFP RFQs are predetermined. They are been made with the help of some vendor, and majority of the times it has a criteria which disqualifies the other vendors. Dandy, do you
They,
have?
I'm sorry. I just want to say something. So the gatekeeper, it's basically like a filter through the process.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
Oh
not
my
everyone is
God,
going to do
Jackie,
everything, right?
very well said.
Thank you.
The person normally decides whom to shortlist. Not every person is going to get every information. These are the people wherein you will probably shortlist based on the checklist or the criteria which are in pre-decided. Let us just imagine that we are purchasing a car again. And in the car purchase, we are saying that I need a car which will have a X mileage. This is a criteria, right? This will disqualify majority of the cars. Then I say that, okay, I need this particular black shiny color. Then majority of the cars, those who do not have a black shiny model would be disqualified. And slowly and gradually I narrow it down to, let us say, 2 or 3. That's when I take it to my family. I show it to them. They sit inside, they take a ride and feel that, okay, there is a leg space enough. Okay, there is a boot space enough. Okay, I am liking this car. And then ultimately, either someone who is financially taking short, probably us, or someone else in the family acts as a veto and takes a final decision. Right? Similarly, in a B2B, this becomes a far easier process when gatekeepers, users, and vetoes are well defined. Are we all in line? Any question you have in mind?
No questions so far.
Nope.
All good.
Oh, clear now.
Sometimes, like Tanya, or for that matter, the case which has been mentioned by Ted, or sometime even in the other cases which we have been getting discussed last time, a win is certain. You may probably get a continuous business as well. But knowing all these rules would make sure that there is no surprise happening in the whole journey of closing. If for some reason we are not mapping, like how June was been mentioning, that they are currently talking to the operational guys or users in the current state of that particular service. And if you're not mapping their managers, those who are sometime going to call a shot, and if there are two comparisons coming their way, this vendor or that vendor, or a new product is to be given or a new project is to be given, they may act as the veto of that particular opportunity and give it to the one they know. Is the fog getting cleared? And
Yep, I
sometimes,
think
yes,
I think
go
you have
ahead.
a good sample there. The end to end from gatekeeper to user then to, so I think that's very clear. Thank you.
Now there is a fourth rule. I'm still going to go to the fourth one. Ultimately, all these rules are present in majority of the sales opportunities for there. What we need is the fourth one. Sorry, I missed talking about the last one. The inquiry checklist follower is what the gatekeeper's criteria as well, which means that he'll not go outside the checklist even if you give him the feature which is you may have amazing, but he do not want it. That would be a gatekeeper's call. Then there is another role which is called as coach. He acts as a guide to us in the opportunity. Now, coaches are not defined. There is no one going to tell you that, okay, for this RFP, RFQ, you will have this coach. Or for this sales, you will have this coach. There is no going to be the definition of coach for you. But you have to develop coaches in the process. Correct? So what I mean by coach, he acts as a guide to us in the journey. We can call it a champion internally who is supporting us to get this opportunity on our side. Correct?
Like, can you give me an example of it?
Let us say that the case which was been mentioned by Ted, wherein he is trying to talk to a procurement head of procurement, and then there is another person who is a vendor manager. But the procurement head is sold on the quality of work Ted and team is doing. He is acting as a coach for him so that he gets higher FTs.
Okay.
Correct?
I believe he
So
acts
his
like
role and
our
designation.
advocate, right?
Yes,
Okay,
Ted,
yeah.
tell me.
He acts like our advocate in terms of, let's say, his
An
internal
internal
stakeholders.
advocate. You can call
Internal
coach,
advocates, right?
champion, advocate, all of that is right. Sometimes his role says that he's a gatekeeper, but he may be acting in favor of us to make us win. Right?
Correct.
Now, he acts as a guide for this opportunity only. Is this clear?
Mm.
It's not that
Yep.
if I have a coach in one opportunity, he'll act as a coach in every opportunity. Why? Because to qualify as a coach, there are three major criteria. One and most important, the person whom we are talking have a high credibility about you
Mm.
as a seller.
Mhm.
Okay, as a seller, he says that no, this is a good guy. He normally gives me the value. He is competitive in quality. He's the guy I want to go with. He has influence with other DIs in the system. Let us say he is a user buyer or a user influencer, but he also knows the gatekeepers, he also knows the veto, and they also appreciate his word. Then he has a credibility with other DIs also. Fair?
Yes.
Also
So,
want us to win. That's the primary criteria for someone becoming your coach. Is this clear?
so question, could
Sure.
we also can we say then rightfully so? I promise I won't start the next debate. Could it also be a case where the coach can fall in any of the categories here?
Wow.
Because
You're
let's talk
probably
about
taking my conversation ahead. Thank you very much for that.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying to behave, but my mind tends to go places it shouldn't go at
No,
times.
you're
So
just taking my conversation in the right direction. Okay, guys, the question which has been asked by Romain is that possible that coach is one among the three roles? What do you think? Type it in the chat.
Yes.
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 Yes. I can relate to the question Romain just did.
Yeah. I think
Yep.
yes.
So you all guys are realizing that a coach
Mhm.
can be one among the roles. Okay, let me ask the reverse question then. Can coach be outside these roles? Give me example.
I don't think so. Why? Because
Outside, I don't
No.
think so.
No.
No?
because the
No.
coach would have to be involved in understanding whatever is being executed or action here, right? Say for instance, even if you want to sell a product or even discuss selling a service, the coach would need to have somewhat of an idea or even be in some of the loop of a conversation at some point. And I think everybody here, from the veto to the gatekeepers and the checklist persons, they're all involved some way of the journey. If the coach isn't involved, meaning that they're not falling in any of these categories, then what influence would they have here?
Okay,
They wouldn't
let
have
me
any
just give you the example. AT&T decides
Yeah.
tomorrow to give a project to Deloitte. Deloitte is shortlisting a vendor for their digital automation in, let us say, a huge project happening in US.
Mhm.
Now, Deloitte is acting as an intermediary to select the vendors. Is
Who's that
he a
Deloitte?
gatekeeper?
What is first? I have to understand the role of Deloitte.
I'm
Who's
saying there
Deloitte?
is a
What is
company named as Deloitte, which is a consulting company.
Oh, a consulting company, a recruiting
Yes.
company. That's what
A
you're saying, right?
recruiting or a consulting vertical,
Whatever you
which
guys
is
want to
doing.
put it.
Now there is
Okay.
a dedicated person available in the system sitting in AT&T who is helping them do a digital transformation. He is not an employee of AT&T. He is not a gatekeeper or a checklist person, but he is helping put a recommendations on whom to go with because of the expertise they may have. He is not a user. He is not a gatekeeper or a checklist guy. He is not even a veto because he has no play in final decision making. But you have extremely high credibility with him. He also has a very high credibility because he comes from some big four consulting company like Deloitte or Accenture or someone, and he want you to win, FCX to win. What do you think? Will he act as a coach for you?
Yeah, I
It can
think
be many,
so.
it can go many ways.
It
It
can go
could
many
be.
ways. So
It
beyond
could.
the three roles, there could be a fourth person who is not the part of the game but still can do it. Like, let us say that there is a ex-employee of an organization recently took a retirement and had a very high influence in the system. And after his transition to a retirement, a new person who came on board is still taking his guidance offline. Can he act as a coach to you?
I'm gonna say yes
Okay.
because we had recently someone in that capacity, and Sam may know him. DK. So just a name. And he was also partnering with us, Fusion, to outsource and also close clients. So
Interesting
you're right.
now. Interesting. Let us say that.
You're right. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, I'll probably add a exact point, Roman. You're probably helping me take conversation forward again. Let us just imagine that now you recruit this guy who has been retired from, let us say, AT&T and is taking him as a third party advisor for you on board and paying him. Will he remain your coach?
No.
Exactly. So when there comes a transactional relationship, that's not we are considering coach. It is
So
basis the credibility and
I already
influence.
I already built an ecosystem called SGA. This is Strategic Growth Advisors, who's basically work on a revenue share model for us. They'll bring some business and they'll get certain portion of revenue once the cash in happens. So they are not fitting in any of this. You are absolutely right.
In majority of the cases, they are acting as your seller.
Yes.
They are neither from the customer side nor from any of the coach category. If it is transactional relationship, they are doing it for money. But here,
Yes.
coach is doing
Okay,
it for
there's
the
always gonna
credibility
be
you
an
have with them.
interest. Mm.
I
Yes,
mean,
Tanvi, go
I
ahead.
have a
Yes, Daddy, tell me.
right, sorry. Um, and keep me honest on this example that I'm thinking, right? Based on the ask. And so we have, say for example, we have um so the decision maker, which is the veto, right? So this he's the ultimate decision maker. Now he consulted somebody out of the company, but knows Fusion well, right? In terms of the capabilities and whatnot. It has nothing to do with there's nothing to do with Fusion because he's never been part of Fusion, but he knows from word of mouth that Fusion is really good. But the veto and this person, they are close friends. And for me, that is a decision influencer which impacts the decision of the veto, but technically
Fair.
doesn't belong in this
Fair, fair,
fourth
fair,
pile.
fair, fair. I completely understand where you're coming from, and I honestly want to add that point as well. That sometime it may happen that first and foremost you have to understand whether he is a decision influencer or not. If he is a decision influencer, then only categorize in the four category. If he is affecting your opportunities outcome, he is having some role to play in decision influencing, then only you categorize among the four. If that person which daddy you are trying to mention has any role to play with the opportunity you are talking about, then only you think about this. That is good. Now, if he has any role to play, let us say that he is a friend of Vito and he is guiding you that what Vito is thinking, which means you have a high credibility with him. He has a high credibility with the Vito, and he also wants you to win. Then he becomes a coach. Now, this
Coach, yeah.
exact level, I would ask, will he also have a high credibility with the gatekeepers?
When you guys answer that, I want to go back to something because I'm
Sure, sure, sure.
almost
We
wrong.
will. We will. So, Dandy, do you
So
think that he'll also have a Great credibility with the gatekeepers?
Indirectly, yes, just because that person is aligned with what the veto needs. Because remember, the gatekeeper manages the checklist, right? But
Let us just imagine gatekeeper has a brother-in-law who also runs another BPO company. What will happen?
then he probably will influence the decision maker to go to that.
Exactly. So the credibility is one bit in which you have to be certainly sure about. It cannot be indirect credibility, wherein you are thinking that it may be because veto want to have it, gatekeeper may fall in line. Sometimes you will find a procurement head or a finance head who is extremely strong and may oppose the process for some reason.
So
And in
I have
this
a
situation, you may need to be conscious. Yes, Romain, please go on.
So and it's just clarity. Did you say the coach cannot be earning financially from such role?
Yes.
So if they're earning from such role, they're not a coach.
They are not a coach. If you are paying them, they are not a coach.
Here's a scenario.
Then they are your sales guys.
They're what?
Then they are your sales guys.
So I'm going to show you a scenario out, and then you can explain to me how it works out.
Sure.
So recently, and probably Chanel can also attest to it as well. We were trying to acquire an account in Jamaica, Instacart, right? Instacart is with a current provider called CCI Global. DK, the guy that I was just mentioning, that I would consider in my mind to be a coach, also had relation with Instacart because he's working with CCI, right? Now, he was brought on with Fusion, not an employee of Fusion. He's not employed by us, to help close such deal because he's involved with the decision maker or the veto, that would drive such, closing of that deal.
So Romain, I'm with you. I'll probably cut the pace to the shortest level. If it is transactional relationship, it can be direct transaction or it can be indirect transaction. If it is a transaction relationship, they are doing it for money.
So where's the gap in this thing? Because who's going to actually be a coach and
No,
just
it
say,
is
"Oh,
okay.
hey,
Sometimes
do
it
this
may
what I
happen.
mean."
Sometimes it may
Do
happen
this
that
for
they're still helping you win, but it is like they being your colleague in the sales process. And again, there's no right and wrong or the moral policing I'm trying to do. Sometimes they are only doing it for money, and which is okay.
So my question is, and here we're going back now to the point. If a veto, a gatekeeper, and a user, and I asked previously before 3 questions ago, can a coach be incorporated in any of the other roles? You said yes. My understanding of a veto, a user, and a gatekeeper is also impacting because they're decision makers working for the company. That means that a coach cannot be in other roles if they're not financially benefiting them.
I will answer your question with a question. Do you think there has to be only one coach in the process?
No, so is there a hybrid role now for the coach? How does that work? Because hear me out. I'm not getting a little
So
bit
I'm going to
confused.
take you back to the concept which we discussed yesterday. You can probably correlate to this now. Let me just quickly change the screen, and we are here. The process of selling and buying has multiple stages, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
And in every process, it's going to be a different conversation. At recognition of need, at need definition, at evaluation of options, at resolution of concerns, we will need different coaches. If the concern is about a cost, you will need someone who can give a cost justification or a ROI, correct?
Correct.
We will develop different coaches at different stages of sales. More the coaches, better the visibility. Fair? Now, the kind of coach you are mentioning would probably help you in selection or in the closure process. Fair? But does it end there? The answer is no. Sometimes even you need help in implementing. So Hemant, Deepak, you people are working in a technology side, telecom side. You people must be well aware about the implementation complexities, and you'll need coaches there as well. Am I right?
Coaches that are not employed.
They are not
But
employer of you. They are employer of them, of the
so they're
customer,
employed somewhere.
of the
Because
customer.
in my
Or it
understanding,
can be of
okay, so
someone else
now
also,
it clears.
outside also.
So now it clears up. So the coach doesn't have to be employed directly to both parties, or even it could be on either end.
Again,
But it
I mean,
doesn't.
I'm going to probably repeat myself. I am saying they can be the employee of customer. They can be outside the customer world. However, they should not be having a transactional relationship to seller.
Okay, that's where the keyword is. Thank you. I missed that then if you said it.
So,
Correct?
for example, for example, I had a client called Reborn Cabinets, right? So they worked with us for a long time until they went bankrupt last month. It was horrible, but we work with a senior team leader from their side, right? This person had been working with them for more than 12 years. And the VP loved her, the ops manager loved her from their side, right? So, and she was very happy working with us. So at the end of the day, she always went to them and let them know how good we were or how fast we could grow the teams. Or so they always ask for her opinion whenever we were gonna open a new
Which means she
line
has
of
high
business
credibility.
or something like that. Would she
Which
be a coach in that case?
again, I'm just going to go back to the definition. Do you have high credibility with the person? Answer is yes.
Yes.
The person has a high influence on other DIs? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Does she want you to win? Answer is yes. Then she can act as a coach to you.
Okay. Okay.
Correct? Yeah. So don't worry about assuming anything. If you think that he is a coach, take it as a coach. Yes, Chanel, tell me.
But I think you mentioned all right. So my question would be based on what Christina just asked. So that person works directly for the company, but they're being paid. I think you mentioned that the coaches are not paid, correct?
So if you are paying them, then she is not doing out of the credibility. She is doing it for money. Then she is acting as another salesperson for you. What is the difference between you people and her then? If she is doing it for money.
Now, what I'm asking is that she works directly for the company, correct, Christina? But I
Which
think
company? Is it the customer company?
The customer's company.
Then it is okay, na? For customer, it is okay. I am saying a coach cannot be FCX employee directly or indirectly. Are we clear?
Yes, Sanjay. Got it.
No, we are not. Any question? Please feel free to ask.
But for example, in that case, she's not getting any commission or anything changed, any money wise would for her.
But again,
she's
if
just
it is in the
advocating for
customer,
us, and she's an employee
Christina,
of.
if she is a customer's employee, then it is definitely a coach. If it is
Yes.
FCX
No, I'm
employee,
just
then it is not.
explaining to Chanel. Okay.
She's a coach. Okay, again, I am going back to the fact
One
that in
question
the majority of
again.
the cases, yeah, please go on.
Coach cannot be paid. So for example, in Christina's situation, she's a coach because Fusion is not paying her. That's the case? Because she's being
Again,
paid
I'm
by
saying,
the
see,
customer.
I'll be very honest to you all. Payment should not be the only thought process in the mind, but when people are doing it for the transactional purposes, they will not be doing it for credibility. They just want to have their money share. That's the reason they're doing it. And then the input may come altered. They may not give you the complete clear visibility. See, ultimately, if someone is doing it for credibility, they'll help you, right? If someone is doing it for money, they'll not. Am I right?
Not necessarily.
Not yeah.
No.
I wouldn't agree with that.
I digress.
Tell me, give me the example.
So I'll give a quick example. So me as a CS, most of my campaigns come through either growing my current campaigns or through referrals, right? So if a client refers somebody else that's doing the exactly same thing they're doing, refers a client to me, and I succeed with that client.
I got the point. Referral schemes and loyalty programs are the exceptions. These are structured way to pay back.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Referral programs and loyalty programs are the structured way to get the inbound. So they are okay.
Okay. But that would still fall under the coach, right?
Again, the coach is not helping you win the other opportunity. They are just referring you.
Okay. Well,
This
they kind of are
opportunity there,
because
This
that
opportunity
client
there, yes.
that client is going to go to the other client and say, hey, I've been working with Fusion for the last 3 years. They've done great for me, right? So he is influencing the other
Again, I'm
potential
saying
client,
yes,
right?
yes. Referrals or reference checks or loyalty programs are a different conversation. I park that aside. I am saying, let's say in a B2B sales process, when I'm trying to convince someone to go through the journey, and I want to develop different coaches in the whole decision influencers, coach has to have these 3 criteria only.
Okay, got it.
Fair?
Yes.
Can I move forward? Any question you have?
If
Sorry, I think I
10
missed your
seconds.
hand.
No problem. I want everyone's contribution on this because this is very important. So, Dana, Hemant, Deepak, please feel free to jump in, and rest of the folks. Sorry if I didn't take anyone's name, but I really wanted to pick everyone's brain. Jada as well.
Yeah, I have one question I made. So,
Sure.
by acting as an advisor or as a guide, how is the coach going to benefit? Right? So if he's doing something, he obviously can expect some benefit in return, right?
Sometimes what happens, Hemant, the coach plays the role of one of the 3 as well. Like for example, he can be a procurement head, he can be a finance head, he can be the user. Like in our case, let us say Sam is helping us navigate internal battle for other influencers.
And I can give
Hello.
Sorry, no worries. Go ahead.
So I'm saying that in such situations, if they are playing the dual role, it can probably make a lot of impact in their world also. It can probably be the user also. Like for example, in case of Sam now, he is a user also. He is a gatekeeper also. And in some way, he is helping me to finalize the decision for me as well. Right?
Yep.
Now, in such situation, because he knows the value which is he is going to get, he becomes my advisor.
Got it.
Now, that's where my next question would come in. Can one person play multiple roles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I have a veto coach? Can I have a veto coach?
Yep.
What should we do when we have a veto coach? Ted, you want to add something? Please feel free.
Yeah, I wanted to add on the first point. So basically, if we're talking about the coach and what's let's say what he gets in return, if he doesn't get, let's say, financial return from that, I can have a case study with that with IFI. Basically, our vendor manager who's let's say managing our FLS team, it's a win-win situation for him because if he grows a campaign within Albania, of course that he, let's say, is a plus for him in the eyes of the stakeholders, his internal stakeholders, because he's growing the team, he's cost efficient in their eyes. So basically, he's saving costs in terms of not having people joining in-house versus the offshoring. So I believe it's a value add for him in the eyes of the CEOs and CTOs.
Correct. You're right. Probably he's playing a dual role of gatekeeper plus coach.
Exactly. And he's also a user, to be honest. He has multiple.
Correct. He has user, gatekeeper, and coach 3 roles.
Exactly.
Guys, what do you think? Can Vito be a coach?
Deepak, Dana, if you can also add your view. Sorry, I'm just taking some names because I want everyone to be participate. That's one, and I love all of your voice. Sorry about it, guys.
Yeah, I can go ahead. Yeah, sure. I think Avito can be a coach. So by the definition that we've discussed earlier as to what Avito is, they may not have like the power to approve something, but they definitely have the power um to cancel out or reject whatever the proposal is. So having them as a coach would feel more of like a leverage or a powerful opportunity for us as the vendors, as they have more of like an understanding to what the priority is of the organization, as they know what they don't want in in acquiring services or products from us.
Fantastic, Dana. So, while veto can be a coach, you have to be conscious that just because I have a final authority on table with me, I cannot ignore the others. Like, for example, the user buyer's comfort or the gatekeeper's comfort is equally important. And in cases which we have been discussed, like Tanya's case, even if she would have been talking to only one user who is a veto, she would have ended up having the same problem of commercial. Currently, she is dealing with a gatekeeper. But in any such situation, not knowing a gatekeeper or a veto or a user or not having a coach may become a problem. Okay, guys, there is a quick question on this. Just to understand whether you have got the concept or not. I have a friend in a company. Can he be my coach?
Repeat your question, please.
Romania, what are you suggesting?
Could you repeat the
Repeat
question
your
for me?
question, please.
I'm saying that I have a friend in a company. Can he be my coach?
Yes.
A friend in a company or your company?
No. I have a friend in my client's company or customer's company
Yes.
who's working as an employee there. Can he be
Yeah.
my coach?
Yes.
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 Isn't
Yeah.
that
It's
conflict of
necessary that
interest?
he is the coach.
Isn't that
I'm
conflict
sorry.
of interest?
Pardon me.
Isn't that conflict of interest?
No,
No,
he's an
no.
employee of the company. He knows that I do a good job in training, and he's suggesting that use his services. He is good. He's influencing the decision,
Yeah, but Amy is not paying him, Ted, so he's
and I'm not
good.
paying anything to
Just
him.
credibility. All credibility.
All credibility.
All right.
We are going to go to the credibility after this, but yeah, all credibility.
Manu, it's been a long time I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, he could be a coach because we're not paying him.
Good that
Us
you.
as a seller, right? We're not paying him
I am
or
not
her.
sure who said this, but in the chat, I think there is one reply came in. What is his role? Who asked this question?
What is
That's
his role?
me.
That's
It's
Dana.
dandy,
Dana.
dandy,
That's Dana.
dandy,
No,
Dana,
Dana.
Lindy, one of them.
dandy.
No,
Depend.
I
Dana
said,
have written.
yeah.
Right.
Miss
So
Dana.
guys, I'm happy
Dana.
that you're asking this question because ultimately, if he is not having a credibility with other users, even if he being my friend, doesn't help.
Yeah,
Even if
exactly.
intention for me to win doesn't help, he also has to have a credibility with other stakeholders. If let us say that he joined a company 10 days back and no one knows him, then he is not my coach. He has no idea what we are talking about. He comes from some telecom background and I am talking to the HR head. Then no correlation to the opportunity, has zero impact on influencing, then he is not my coach.
And who'll even trust
Clear?
his opinion? Because he's not even,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
he's
depending on whether he
not.
has the credibility or not is important. I hope the concepts for veto, user, gatekeeper, and coach are clear. Can we move ahead? Please tell me
Yes.
yes, no in the chat if
Yes,
you.
all
Yes,
clear.
Yeah,
yes.
man.
Yeah, for
Fantastic.
sure.
Amit, just I would
Yes.
like to add something.
Sure, please.
This is a question to everybody. Can we win any opportunity without mapping a coach?
Yes,
As
we
in, can we do without a coach in any opportunity at all? Or do we need a coach?
Yeah. My question is it mandatory to have a coach in every opportunity?
Is it mandatory to
No,
have
I
a
don't
coach in
think
every
so. I
opportunity?
think it's a good back pocket card, a trump card to have, but I don't think it's mandated or you have to have one, especially if you're good at Sam and his team. So you don't need one. You just do what you have to do and get.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you need
Yeah,
a break,
because
Ahmed?
probably
I heard you need a break.
because probably the gatekeeper is already a coach, so you don't need a coach, right? So
So this is another question which is going to come your way now. Thanks,
Yeah.
Vinayak. You have rightly mentioned it. So yes, guys, sometime it may happen that the customer is in a fix and you may not get a coach and they may want to buy something which is specific. Sometime it may happen that in an opportunity there is no coach. I have a next question for you. Is it possible that I'm sorry, I missed a question.
Yeah, I'll fill it for you.
Huh.
Can the same person play all four roles?
It's gonna make it a bit complicated if the same person plays all roles.
Mhm.
Like for instance, based on the fact that we, of course, we agree that they could sit in multiple of the roles. Like for instance, a veto, right? A veto is there. They're the final decision maker. A veto wouldn't really be a coach. Who are they actually speaking to give credibility or even boost the direction of the conversation to close? They're the person we're closing with, right? So I don't think in all roles a coach would fit in the scenario, because remember, this is the specific buyers and selling conversation to close a
Yeah.
deal. Now, if that veto now has, if we're closing a deal and that veto is involved with, or it could be, if we really want to broaden the conversation and talk about
Mhm.
probably a third party kind of vibe, could be,
I
So,
because the
believe
Roman,
veto,
let me just
So
ask you this question in a
you know,
different way.
it's
I am selling
yeah.
a procurement software to a procurement head who has a checklist of procurement software and he wants you to win. He considers you credible and has an influence on everyone internally. Now, is the veto user gatekeeper coach not same?
It is same,
I,
but it can
I
be multiple vetoes, multiple users, and multiple
Fantastic thing.
gatekeepers.
Absolutely.
Deepak, you have
if it
raised
is a
that.
startup, if it is a
if it's
startup,
a
I think I
startup,
agree with
yes.
Deepak.
Mhm.
It has to play all the roles, right?
Yes,
Only
I
in case
think
of startup.
Hemant also pointed out, absolutely, you're right, Hemant and Sam. If it's a smaller organization, right, startup, then definitely a same person. It could be like a one-point band. A same person may be playing a multiple roles. Whereas we are talking about as a concept here is the enterprise, large sales cycle, right, where definitely multiple stakeholders get involved.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
in
other
question
that
which
scenario,
was
one
there
person should not be play all the role. I mean, one
absolutely.
person cannot play all the role, right?
Yes, absolutely.
should
If
not
in
happen
case
in a
somebody is
larger deal.
playing, then we should
Yeah,
be go back to the same smart selling process, the acronym for SMART. We need to be mindful of smart about our time. Whether am I talking to the right person or no, or do I need to map multiple decision influencers?
absolutely. That means they
Yeah,
are being disguised, not playing all the cards in front of us,
yeah,
and probably they want
absolutely.
some information, and at every stage they might negotiate the price or the demand goes up, and all those things will happen.
Yeah.
Also, Deepak have rightly said something, but he raised a different question. So that is what the question which I was about to ask. Can there be more than one veto in a case?
I
So
believe so.
hear me,
Yes.
and tell me if I'm right. Say for instance, I'm selling you a car, um, Amy, right? And I bring a mechanic. No, you bring a mechanic. No, I bring a mechanic, right? Or no, you bring your mechanic friend. My apologies. I'm getting it mixed.
Okay, I'm
Your
getting that
mechanic
customer
friend,
brings in
right?
a mechanic.
So
Customer brings
yes,
in
so
a
the customer
mechanic.
brings their mechanic. Now, would that also be a situation like that where even though you're the final decision maker, the mechanic could also be the coach, because the mechanic would then validate if the car
He'll
is,
have a
you know,
checklist. The
exactly.
mechanic will have a checklist. That is the car good? Is the mileage going to be okay? Is the engine sufficient enough? Are the tires well? all that is going to be a checklist. So he's a gatekeeper. But however, can there be more than one veto?
Just on a lighter note, depending if the person is married or not.
Even in that case, no.
Okay.
If it is not just a person and a bench,
it could be because if
if
at
it
the
is
end of the
not
day,
one
I
single
mean, I
person and
start,
if it is a bench, like the final decision maker, it's a bench.
Exactly.
Again, sometimes
but
it may happen that it is a panel which decides,
Yep.
but panel still has one spokesperson, and that is your veto.
so here's
At
the
any
thing.
given
Here's the
point
But
of
what if
time,
it's two person who owns the company?
I was about to
I was
say
just
that
about to
in
say that.
our
listen,
What
listen.
infusion,
Even
right?
if two
Sir
people are
Pankaj,
owning
we
the
have
company,
Sir
normally one people
Kishore.
calls a shot, the other is an influencer.
Manu, sorry, we missed your question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, in connection with Chanel, just like Fusion, technically we have two owners of Fusion, Sir Pankaj and Sir Kishore. Actually, both can give decisions.
But in the case wherein we have been pitching to both of them, one of them introduced to other have introduced us to the another user, and the gatekeeper and the veto to the extent, and that's how the journey happened. So there was only one veto always.
So the veto basically mentioned to the supreme power, and it has to be lie on one individual.
It
Is
is
that
exactly
the conclusion?
that is what the veto is all about. He's a final decision maker,
Exactly.
has the highest authority, has a veto power. Everyone says yes, he says no, it will be no.
Gotcha. So the definition there of veto is not just high authority, as what on the fourth bullet, but the highest authority.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
so
the right term.
no, you're probably making it this way wrong. Is it highest authority always? The answer is no. This is for this opportunity. Is it CEO always the veto? Answer is no. In our case, who was been a
Yes.
veto? RC sir was been a veto.
Yep.
And we have been in conversation with both the founders. They were been influencers.
The question is, I think it's not Manu and what I'm asking, and I'm sure a couple of other folks maybe, that it's not the question of the position, it's the question of the veto, which we are taking as for any particular decision, is the highest authority for that particular decision. Is
That
that so?
particular opportunity. As I
Got
mentioned
it.
here
Got it.
also, let us say that you are buying a packed bottles. The final decision making will be
Gotcha.
of procurement head. If you are buying
Got
a
it. Got it.
computer, it is the final authority lies with the system head. If you are buying the headsets, your system engineers are capable enough to take the final shots.
Correct.
So
Correct.
at any given point of time, veto is for the opportunity. Is this clear now?
So individual opportunities lies on these vetoes and depending on the users and all. Understood. Manu, I think
Also,
I got it. Did you get it?
Yeah, yes. Individual opportunity. There you go.
also,
It
sometime it may happen that for the larger accounts as you grow, and there are some of the people out here, those who are actually handling key account management, it may happen that one opportunity's veto may act as the influencer in the other or has no relationship in the other opportunity. It may
Yep.
start happening that in AT&T or in other cases like June was been mentioning that there is no relationship between the two or may act as only referral like Tony was been saying. So it may start happening in a different manner, but in any case, veto is only one. Clear? Guys, I know it is heavy
Yes.
concept, but I hope everyone is with me now.
Yes.
Only Christina is saying yes. Everyone else is saying nothing.
Yes, am I?
Let us
We,
move
we give
forward
thumbs
then.
up. We give thumbs up, man.
Okay, fantastic. Going one step forward, let us do a workshop then. Not just
And
pruning.
after that, I get see every time. Oh my sorry, I see duration 10 minutes. It reminds me of a break. So I don't know after the workshop we'll get a break.
So I'll next time make it 8 minutes. Okay. So you may need to actually open your Excel sheet because you do not have workbooks at this minute. So on your individual machines, please open the Excel sheet. for the opportunity which you are mentioning in your USO, unique selling opportunity, in your pre-work, the one opportunity which you mentioned, capture all the influencers in that opportunity, whoever you know. So Dandy have mentioned like 4455 in each of them. Somewhere I have seen Elon Musk's name also, and I am pretty happy to see all these names and all these efforts. I want you to
Darling.
write down all the influencers of your current USO, name, designation, location, and what role are they going to play? Are they going to be user? If yes, then write U. If they are gatekeeper, then write G. If it is veto, then write V. If it is coach, then write C. If they are playing multiple role, write two alphabets in the process. Open your Excel sheet and make a table like this: name slash designation slash location and a DI rule. We will break you all into your breakout rooms after one more step. For now, I want you to do it and keep it ready.
Amai, can Deepak, myself, and Hemant, we can do it on our workbook, which you have received.
I request you to do it online so that you will be able to share it as well.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it is already there in the sales call planner. Like, should we update directly
No, no,
there?
no, no. Do it as a complete opportunity. Sales call planner is for one meeting,
Okay.
not for a complete opportunity. There would be some users or some influencer which are not meeting you for this meeting, right?
Yeah.
Deepak, you are getting the point? No.
Yes, I got it.
So this meeting may happen with one of the user, but there are many other users which you may have a direct impact of. Just note down everyone's name, designation, location, and their role.
Okay.
Is the pace okay? Anyone have a problem with the speed? I hope we are through. Any question? Just quickly type it into chat box once you're done. Teddy's is done. Danas is done. Guys, quickly update it in the chat so that I can move to the next one. Okay, good that I have now people agreeing to this. Going to a next step. Once done, now we are breaking it out into teams. What you have to do in teams is now you have to open your sales call planner. For the selected meeting, whomever you are meeting, mention them, identify their designation, location, and role for each of the attendees which are coming in. Add advantages and caution on the appropriate places individually on your sheet, and then share it with your team in the breakout room. Discuss, explain why you have done what you have done, and we will assist you in the conceptual clarity. Okay? Any question, any doubt?
Nope.
Fantastic. We are quickly breaking into the room now. Please join it. Vinayak?
Yes, sir, I'll join.
Last two you can take. The first two I'll take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think you are the first team then.
Yep.
I hope guys everyone is now clear about the understanding about role decision influencers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
fantastic. Sharing my screen and moving forward. Let us quickly get into now next piece wherein we will talk about a concept of need. We initially discussed this in a very brief manner. I'll quickly walk you through again this. We normally consider that there are four categories of customer. Consider this basis the two major pointers. One is customer knows her need and customer knows the solution. Consider category one wherein they know the need, pain, issue, problem, hassle. They know it and they also know the solution is a category number one. Category number two, wherein they know the need, have some brief idea about product, service or solution they want, but they do not know completely. There is a third category wherein customer is ready to change but cannot articulate the need. They know there is something missing in their world, but they cannot articulate it well and they have no idea about a solution. And then there is a fourth category wherein we are talking about the prospect has a pain or an interest or an issue, hassle, situation, but not a requirement. They are ready to live with whatever they have. And they are absolutely not interested in changing anything. Because of some other priority in their life, they don't want to change it. This is how, by the category, we are dividing need into four parts. Now, why we do it? Let us just take a number one. Just imagine that you are going to a chemist with a prescription and giving them a exact requirement that, okay, I need these medicines. They give you the medicine back. In majority of the situations like this, you know the need, you know the solution, and they are just the order pickers, correct? Sometimes this may lead to asking for more and more discounts. Let us say that I am taking a OTT media from one vendor to another vendor. Let us say that I am taking an internet connectivity from one vendor to another vendor. I know my need, I know my solution. I am just going to look for better rate and I'm just simply going to take it. Let us just think about another mall or a Walmart or any competition of Walmart wherein we know our need, we know our solution, we go there, we look for the better rate and cheaper option and buy it, correct? That is category number one. Complex selling becomes a start point from category 2 onwards, wherein people know the need, but they have some idea about the product or the service or the solution. These are the kind of people wherein probably the first time BPO exposure, yesterday as we have discussed, may probably start coming in. A category 3 would be the customer wherein they are ready to change. They have some point of time used similar kind of services as well, but still cannot articulate why. And they have no idea why they should come to you or they should come even to you. This is a category number 3. This is more like a doctor, wherein we go to doctor and we say that these are the symptoms, I'm not feeling well. And then doctor, based on his ability to comprehend, finds out that what exactly is been going on. And then he gives his diagnosis and then we take solution from him only. And then the category 4 is where educating a customer, taking him from where he is to somewhere implicit need get converted to explicit will become a part of the process. Are we all on the same page? Are we clear about all the four categories? Please respond in chats.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. I'm just quickly taking you to the next one. Please read through this. It is exactly about that. Same pointer. There is a beautiful blog on our website as well about this. Read through, and if you have any question, feel free to ask. So in a category 1, the bargaining power lies with customer. In category 2, the bargaining is tilted towards the customer. In category 3, it tilts towards a consultative seller, which is going to be you people. Average or inexperienced seller usually can't take this forward to closure. In category 4, it again tilts towards the consultative seller. Normally, those who do not have a clarity on how to handle it can't take this to the next stage. Seller's rapport, entry in a sales cycle, normally happens in a category 1 at the end. People directly come for negotiation. In category 2, it happens at evaluation of option stage. Should I do it in-house, or should I do it outsource, or should I do it some other way? In category 3, that would be a golden place wherein we are at the problem definition stage. We are only defining a problem for them so that they become dependent on us for solution also. In category 4, they are in status quo. We have to wait for the trigger in their world so that we can convert the implicit to explicit. Think it from the salesperson adding value to the client. In category 1, we can add minimum value. It is very transactional relationship, as a customer knows what they want. In category 2, it depends on salesperson. It depends on salesperson. Customer is usually in touch with multiple vendors. Now, this is where they are going to negotiate, ask for better and better avenues and options and features and functionalities and timelines and cost and everything. In category 3, customer develops a clear favorite vendor from day one. So, Dandy, in your case, you mentioned RFA, RFQ in some of your larger accounts. Normally, the vendors are pre-decided and they influence the RFP, RFQ from day one.
Yep, agree.
And in category 4, customer is at an implicit stage, and moving them from there to the next stage is extremely important. Are we all clear on this now? Guys, any question on this?
No questions so far.
I'm just going
Sorry,
ahead.
Ami.
Yes.
Sorry, Ami. Just for clarification, and then I think for notation, can we define what's category 1, category 2, category 3, and category 4? I know we have samples here, but I think that would be nice if we can define what do we mean by category.
Category is nothing but segregation. So I do not mean category anyway. I mean category 1 is where customer knows their need and they know the solution also.
Okay.
Category 2 is wherein so it is like there are two parameters. One is knowing your need and another is knowing your solution. Depending on that, there are 2 factorial, which is 8 possibilities would be created. But however, 4 of them create categories.
It's basically the stages.
Dandy, it is just like 4 type of customers which we might encounter when we are going for
Correct.
sales.
Absolutely right.
Okay. Sorry, we came in late from the breakout, so yeah. Okay.
No problem. No problem. Okay. So let us just quickly understand what we really mean by need development. Again, as I was talking about the need getting developed at every stage, I'm just going to run you through one situation which probably would be easy to explain. Why this is not doing? Just a second. We need to reshare. You're able to see the graph?
Not yet. It's blank for me. Now
Now
we
we
can see.
can. It's
Okay,
blank.
fantastic. Just consider that needs for everyone are initially weak and they grow over the period. Correct? Let us say that I had a need of a car, but initially it was just a good to have stuff. And then slowly and gradually, because of my travel increase, I started feeling the need of it more and more. And at some point of time, it became extremely important for me to have it. Correct? A need for every human being would probably start from lower end and slowly and gradually will become extremely important for you to buy it. Let us say that you have an older cell phone and initially it is a weaker need to change it. But slowly and gradually, because the phone started discharging very quickly, getting heat problems, suddenly the model become absolute, the parts are no more available. Slowly and gradually, you started realizing that now is the time when I should change it. A need will grow from weak to strong. Correct? Guys, you are with me?
Yep.
Yes, correct.
Fantastic. Now
Yep,
just
yep.
imagine also on the y-axis, I am saying that the impact of solution is something which is dependent on when you pitch. I am saying that would become low to high. Some point of time it will be low impact, sometime it will go to high impact when the solution is pitched. Just imagine a situation wherein I have an offer coming from Google. I am joining this company named Google probably by next Monday. Okay. Everything is perfect. Google was been my dream company. I am going to get paid, let us say, amazing hike at the as per the previous package. My work is going to be amazing. I'm going to get the status what I needed. People are congratulating me left, right, center. Every one of the teammates are envious of me. Everything is going good. Almost perfect state. And at that time, I receive a call from Microsoft saying that we also have a similar cloud engineer position. What should I do? Let us make it interactive. Tell me, what should I do now?
Investigate the other, like both.
Christina, sorry, I couldn't hear you. What should I do? Tell me.
Investigate both options and see what the difference are. And
What the difference are, I should see, correct? What else, guys? What do you think? Google was been my dream company. I got an offer. I'm joining on next Monday. People are congratulating me left, right, center. Everything is going good. Almost perfect state. And now I have a call coming from a recruiter of Microsoft saying that I also have a cloud engineer opening. Guys, tell me, what should I do? Need your help.
Have to evaluate the options.
Evaluate the options. Okay. I pick up a phone and tell her, see, guys, good that you called me, but I'm happy. I'm nearly at a perfect stage. I don't want it. Thank you very much. If needed, we'll come back to you. Correct? Tindo, you wanted to add something?
No, I'm just saying, you were offered by Google, right? You can start on Monday, right? That's your dream company, dream position, etc., right? But then you're able to receive an offer from, well, not necessarily an offer, but an invitation from Microsoft, right?
Hmm.
Right. So I would agree. I would look into, see what's the difference, and how much of a gain would it be between the two? Because the advantage of Google is that you already have the offer. You're gonna start on Monday,
Correct. I may probably
right?
have another 6 week time for Microsoft to close anything, and it is probably what I don't want to. Google is good enough a name. I'm probably happy.
Mm,
Almost
right.
perfect word. But yeah, I am aware that there was another position from Microsoft. Fine. If a recruiter pitch me at this stage, the impact will be low. Fair.
Mm,
Anyone
Depending
else?
on the offer which you are getting from Microsoft, like depending on the
We do
package,
not know.
they can
We do not
bargain.
know. It is just a awareness stage.
Okay.
Nearly perfect world. A first call comes from. We also have something like this in hand. What should I do? I'm saying low impact, right? I may not get excited to an extent. No, no, I want to try that as well. Correct?
In
Yes,
real life scenario, the person will call where he's supposed to join and he would say, I got another offer from your competitor, raise my salary.
But let us say 6 weeks is a waiting period for Microsoft offer to come in. Google may not wait for 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, that was on a lighter note. We all face this challenge while hiring
This is
people.
on a lighter note only.
No,
I
I
don't have an
agree with
offer
Sam
from
on that.
Google. By the
Yeah.
way, I don't have
Look
an
at
offer from Google for a cloud
they may
engineering.
bargain, you know.
negotiation.
Okay, so I'm
Yep.
saying that I'm in an almost perfect world, and I'm aware that there could have been another possibility, but the impact is very low because I said, hey, recruiter, hey, Mr. Recruiter, thank you very much. Not interested. I have Google,
Agreed.
I'm happy. Let us see you later some point of time. Then down the line, 6 months in my Google stay, I started realizing that I'm not enjoying my work. Somehow I'm not able to crack what they wanted me to do. It's a problem. But come on, I'm in Google. They are expecting something from me.
But you could have
I have to
negotiated
do
with.
something to perform this. I'm an employee here. Correct? They expect me to do something good as a work. And that is when Microsoft Recruiter again calls me. I still have that cloud engineering opening available. What do you think? What should I do? Yes,
Negotiate
perfectly.
now. Negotiate now.
No, I still have that ethical dilemma, and I'm saying that no, I want to perform better here. So I'm saying, guys, thank you very much for reaching out. I still want to prove myself here, and I'm not interested.
I
See,
would say you
here
are a
I
very good employee,
am
am I? You are a very good employee.
again. I'm saying a ethical dilemma. So I'm saying that
Yep.
though I'm a very good employee, I'm still having a feeling that I should have tried. But who
Yeah.
will prepare for Microsoft interview again? Again, the same cloud engineering position. Again, I have to start from scratch. Let us see what happens here first, right? One in hand is better than two in bush.
Yep.
Correct? So I am happy here to struggle myself and get this right. Still, the impact is bit lower, correct?
Yep.
Now, then my manager starts realizing that I'm not performing well, and he starts saying that every Saturday you're going to be in office till you crack this. Then I started realizing it's a bigger problem now. My manager is actually looking at me in a micromanager way. And now I have a problem. Now I receive a call from Microsoft saying that, Amay, buddy, I still have that position of cloud engineer. What is your opinion?
The impact would be on a higher side, much higher
The
side
impact
compared to
would
personal.
be definitely higher, but come on, means
Uh,
I'm still Google employee, right?
It means no, Ame. It simply means that you should have taken the advice of Sam. Now you're realizing. Now
I
you're
should have taken the
realizing
advice
your
of Sam
mistake.
prior, but still, I'm saying if I could not crack it here, what different it is going to be in Microsoft that I'm going to get it there. So I'm also still feeling that it's a real problem. It's a big problem. But yeah, impact is also high. I still want to prepare and do something. Now comes the next stage. He says that nothing doing, Saturday's gone, Sunday's gone. Unless you do this, you're not getting paid. What should I do?
I'll start looking for similar companies
No, no,
and start
no.
applying.
I got a call from Microsoft. They pitched me. Amay, do you still want to consider? What should I do?
I would
Yes.
say yes.
I want to
You
take
dare to jump.
action. Boss, you don't tell me you have a position. Tell me when should I come for an interview? Forget about
Yes.
anything else, right?
Yes.
Now, this is how exactly the weak to strong need would evolve. And this is how the impact of low to high would happen. You're able to get the point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at any given point of time in the B2B sales, if someone says that I have a difficulty, concern, issue, hassle, dissatisfaction, they are at the implicit needs. Imagine a situation that you have a lawyer friend, okay, who's an advocate, and you go to him and tell him that I have fight with my spouse. What does he do? He's an advocate. What should he do?
It
Give
depends on what
advice.
kind of fight I had.
No, no, I'm saying that I have a difficulty, I have concerns, I have issues at home, I have extreme hassles to every day do it. I have dissatisfaction in a relationship I'm carrying. What should my advocate friend do?
Consulting,
Give
Counseling.
advice.
counseling. Yep.
Correct. What if he sends a divorce notice?
That would be the last stage, right? Isn't it?
Exactly the point.
Yep.
If the client is at an implicit need, you don't do the pitch.
Yes.
You're getting
Oh,
the point, right?
Correct.
If the customer is not
Okay.
ready to go for a change, don't pitch.
Mhm.
Very relevant, I must say.
When the customer is ready to change, when they say that I have a strong want or a desire to change, I need to change. Let us just imagine a very B2B situation wherein a customer is talking to you and he says that, Ame, I have a problem, my invoicing software is not working. And you send him a proposal for invoicing software. What will he do?
He will go through the entire rigmarole of passing through the proposal and everything. Rather,
No,
I
he will
would,
not do anything. He will say,
do
why are you
nothing.
sending me proposal? I'm not
yeah.
ready to buy. I have problem with my invoicing proposal, but I'm not ready to change.
I want it to get fixed.
What if my vendor is ready to give me a replacement?
Hmm.
If I am just talking about a difficulty, concern, issue, hassle, dissatisfaction, I'm at an implicit need. Just let me simplify it for the larger audience. How many of you have tried gym? Quickly give me thumbs ups in WhatsApp, in chat, please.
Mm.
Gym subscriptions, how many of you have tried it?
Yeah, I've
Fantastic.
tried it. Yep.
Fantastic.
Me
Let us
before.
say that I myself have tried it. I walk into a gym and ask a trainer or the person on the reception out there that I want to join a gym. He says, okay, this is the package. Please come down from tomorrow. Right? Simple, direct transaction.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go to another gym, take another package, negotiate. Whichever gives me the better rate, I'll go and join. Fair?
Fair.
But then suddenly one customer care person or someone who is coming in from that selling background asked me, sir, why do you want to join a gym?
Gosh.
Then I say that I want to reduce weight. He says that great, this is my package for weight reduction. Would you like to take it? I say, okay, personal trainer along with a weight reduction package will cost me probably higher, but yeah, this sounds interesting. Then he says, sir, when do you want to join? I say, I want to join soon. He says, sir, for how long you are trying to join? I say, for last 10 years, this has been my thought. What do you think? Will I join?
Makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, for sure you'll join.
No, I will not. For last 10 years, I was been thinking.
Yeah.
I,
For
believe,
10 years,
I
I
would
was
have
been...
joined. I would have joined myself.
But just imagine it this way, that it was been an implicit need. I had a difficulty, concern, issue, hassle, dissatisfaction, but I was not ready to join. Now, if I go ahead and say that, okay, I have a Air Force exam coming in upcoming 7 months, I need to reduce weight. I have a marriage ceremony coming in, let us say down the line in 15 weeks. I want to join. I want to go and visit some particular place where there is a weight restriction, and I want to do the weight reduction for that reason. Then it is a explicit need, right? You guys are getting the idea?
Yes.
And then in order to
Yes.
do that, I will join it next day. But if the person on the counter who is selling does not ask me a question, then it is all about going to different gyms and getting the rate cards, right?
Amay, just if I could add,
Sure,
just to
sure,
make it
please.
slightly on the lighter side, right? So the
Sure.
Amay gave an example of gym subscription, right? I'm assuming all of us have tried it. So every year we go, right? As a New Year resolution, we go hit a gym. But after that, a couple of days, we'll just say it's not happening, right? That's what the difference between an implied need and an explicit need. If there is a strong desire to act, that's when people buy any product or services. Otherwise, it could be just a euphoric moment. Yes,
Just
Samay.
good to have kind of purchase.
Yeah.
Sometime it may happen one-time purchase as well. But again, as a seller, I don't want to have it euphoric movement or a one-time sell. I want to have a good, impactful, strong customer relationship as well. So in order to think on that line, if the customer is at an implicit need, he may not be ready to pitch. We should pitch where? Here? What do you think, guys? Should we pitch here?
No.
No.
Is this the right place to pitch?
No.
No.
No, right? This will have a very low impact on the person who is buying. In a B2B complex sell, let us say someone is not ready to give the business outsourcing. Someone is not ready to give his process outsourcing at all. Then we should not pitch. They may probably have a problem with the internal team. They may discuss it with you, not only with you, but probably with a larger audience in LinkedIn, probably in their blogs. Somewhere you find that, okay, there is a problem situation, but we don't pitch. Then where should we pitch? We pitch here, wherein the impact is maximum. Fair? Then what should we do of the remaining stages? Should we just ignore? What do you think, guys?
Shouldn't
I think
ignore.
no one is answering.
No,
We
we
shouldn't
should
ignore it.
listen.
I would say like we
Listen.
should pitch the ideal time to pitch it be when the real problem realization happens.
I
Fair?
think I think we shouldn't ignore. Timing is important, right? But what we should be doing is to ensure that we keep ourselves in the vision of the customer. You want to make sure that when the time comes that we are being seen by the customer.
Perfect. So we remain with the customer touch point. We continuously keep making relationships with them. We continuously keep giving them information about what the situation is. We convert their implicit need to explicit need by educating them on the impact, benefit, ROI they may get by doing this. Fair?
Yep.
Are you guys getting my point?
Yes.
Yes.
All with me, everyone?
I have one quick
Yeah.
question, Ami. I'm
Sure.
trying to relate these stages in terms of the way how we are getting sales lead right now, because they are trying to get to our website and trying to shop around. It can be that it's not only Fusion right now. They're trying to go to other vendors as well, shopping around. So where should that be in that particular stage when we receive that we need this particular customer service, 5 head count, and all that stuff? How do we put that particular scenario here in this phasing?
Here, let us just quickly look at this. You're talking
Yes.
about this. When should we do it?
Right. Okay.
Think
Mhm.
about this.
And relating
They are
it
at a
to
status quo. I should do something. If they have
okay.
recognition of need, they started looking at your website, finding out the case studies. We should do something.
Mm-hmm.
If they are at need definition, they are able to figure out that what exactly, how many FTs, what language support, which location, what kind of timing support do they need?
Mm-hmm.
Then what options do they have? Should I do it internally? Should I do it externally?
Mm-hmm.
What concerns do I have? Is the rate is going too high? Is the quality is going to be too low? Is it going to be my knowledge KT, knowledge transfer going to be very difficult? Is it going to be my customer who is going to suffer? All of that will come in resolution of concern. Fair?
Gotcha.
In all this
Fair enough. So,
journey,
mm-hmm.
in all this
Just to
journey, you
add,
must do something, right?
Right. So I should have follow these steps still.
But
This is fundamental
again, where will you give a proposal?
here.
Where is the need defined? Prior.
The defined ones.
I cannot pitch before the need is defined, right?
Right. Exactly.
Very clear?
Okay. Yeah.
That's what the same
Okay.
point I'm trying to cover in the need definition.
Got it. Got you.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
You're able to correlate to that figure now?
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Amay, can I just add one point here?
Sure, please.
On this specific slide, right, guys, considering few of us are already doing end-to-end sales, right? Have you guys had such kind of meetings wherein the first meeting very well,
No,
Then
no, I
after
think
that,
Vinayak, these people are from customer success.
yeah, no, I understand.
No.
But you might have had first round of discussion, right, with any of your customers. But after that, customer went silent. You did a lot of follow up, but customer is not responding to your calls or emails. So there is absolute silence. Any idea why does that happen?
I think because we jump into, providing resolution without getting more information of their needs. I think that's kind of like my realization there, based on, what was discussed the previous day.
Absolutely, Manuel, you're bang on. So most of the times, right, hardworking sales professionals, whenever as soon as customer shares a problem, they jump with their solution. Sir, this is your problem, and
Guilty.
I have a
Hmm.
solution to address that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the world-class sales professionals, they always hold back. They hold themselves back. And I think
Okay.
earlier there was a question, right? What is the right time to share a solution? So where am I explained, right? Desire to act, where the impact of the solution is higher. So as a world-class sales professional or a sales consultant, right? A consultative salesperson always travels the journey from where customer is in a
Perfect.
weak need, and they ask such kind of questions, and they uh, bring the customer to a bigger problem stage, right, from implicit to an explicit need. So I don't know if you are aware of a book called a Spin Selling. So it's a fantastic book, so which highlights about some of the aspects, right? Ask more insightful questions and ask such questions which will create a which will showcase the customer's actual reality and desired reality. You should create that differentiation between them. Only then customer will travel from a weak need to a desire to act stage.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes,
So
Amit.
Good point.
on the
Good point.
similar
Hmm.
line, on the very Shinel, you wanted to add something?
No, I want to ask a question based on
Oh,
real-time situation.
go on.
What if it is a case that, for example, we have a client, we need to grow the client, but us as a company was a contributing part of the problem, and you try to reach out to the client, sending emails, and there's no response. How do you go about winning back that client?
Okay, majority of the times when the account management piece comes in, we will definitely go into the depth of this. But before even going there, for now, just to give you the solution, uh, in a given account to increase your FTs or to improve your wallet share, you may probably need to a similar kind of activity in each of the meeting. In each of the meeting, you will uncover your sponsors, anti-sponsors. There are people, those who are going to be in support to you, which will help you analyze and figure out more and more opportunities. Now, these opportunities are to be treated separately. So if you remember in yesterday's conversation, we said that many meetings will help win one opportunity. Many opportunities will help win one account. And many such accounts would probably make an impact in ultimately the segment or the territory or the region which you are representing. Now, just to answer you here, in case if you are pitching early, then they want to grow, it would be in the implicit need. If they are ready to grow, they are saying that you have done a fabulous job. Can we extend? If they come and tell you that I want to give you more FTs, I want you to help me do this better, I desire to improve the XYZ KPI of my team, and you pitch, it will become absolutely the right process. If you pitch it prior, as Vinayak was been also mentioning some time back, sometime if you pitch it prior, it looks selu, and then in that process, because they are at the concern, issue, hassle, dissatisfaction, or a implicit need level, they may not be keen to move forward, and they suddenly go silent. Am I able to correlate?
Yes. But then
Yes,
I
I
have a
agree.
question. How do you manage those conversations to keep the customer engaged without giving them a solution, like
I'll
without
come to that.
losing
We will
that?
definitely talk about how to share information and how to improve your credibility in some part later. Currently, let us focus on need as a concept. Are we all clear on need?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let us quickly get into a mode wherein I have created some examples for showcasing you the implicit need and how the explicit need would look like. On the left hand side of yours, you will be able to see the implicit need statements and the explicit need statement. One by one, if you can take it. Sam, can you take the first statement in example
Uh,
on the implicit
our
side?
website is not getting enough traffic.
Okay, take the first one from the explicit.
We need to increase the website traffic.
So what is the difference between these two statements, guys?
Need.
By verbatim, it is yes, but also in the first, he's showing the dissatisfaction, pain, problem, issue, but not ready to act. In the second, he's showing the direct ability to act. Am I able to differentiate now in your mind?
Yes,
Assertion.
basically, go ahead.
No, it's an assertiveness, assertion. So the
Yes.
second statement, explicit needs, shows assertion to act, to move to it, to move towards it, to, enact and handle it. Versus just saying it is just saying it.
The
Great.
first one, I believe, is more like a nagging, and the second one, I'm ready to roll up the sleeves and I'm ready to solve the problem.
Correct. Absolutely. Heyman, can you take the second?
Sure. The second one is our customer service is not meeting expectations.
Can you take
That's
the
implicit.
explicit?
Explicit is we need to improve customer service satisfaction by at least 10%.
So when we say something is more measurable, something more as a target or a goal driven, suddenly it becomes more action driven, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Manuel, can you take the third?
Yeah. Our sales team is not hitting their targets. That's implicit. Explicit needs, or is it? We need sales CRM to increase sales.
Is this clear? Now here we are talking about a corrective action which is required. Again, I want to, need, we desire to is something which is coming out of an explicit need very clearly. Uh, June, can you take the fourth? June, you there?
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Yes,
Oh,
implicit need. Our customers often have to contact us multiple times for the same issue. Explicit, it's we need to improve first contact resolution and reduce repeat interactions.
these are the kind of conversation you must be hearing from your customer world.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. Tony, can you take the fifth?
Yeah, sure. We often face sudden surges in call volumes that affect service quality. We need a scalable support model that keeps service levels and key CX metrics such as FCR, AHT, and response time stable during sudden call surges.
So we are probably going to be talking more about the parameters or the KPIs or the KRAs or the indexes, which are normally being monitored if it is in the explicit need level. When the customer is asking you for all this, they must have done their homework or they must have had a pain point to the level wherein they want to act on, right?
Yes.
Guys, these
Correct.
metrics are from your domain, right?
Yep.
Great.
Yes.
The last one, who would like to take it? Jackie, can you take the last?
Yes. 1 second. Our teams don't always see early indicators of client dissatisfaction or churn. And explicit needs, we need a more predictive way to identify early risk in the client accounts before escalation.
These are the kind of conversations your customer must be having to you. If a customer is just simply saying that our team don't always see the early indicator of a client dissatisfaction or a churn in retail world or in telecom world, they're just simply giving you the problem statement. They may not have a need to act, but if they are going to the second side, which is they're saying that we need a more predictive way to indicate early risk in client account before escalation, they are now ready to act on it, right? So these are the way by which implicit and explicit needs can be done. Let us quickly do this exercise. I have 10 situations which are created. Open your Excel sheet quickly, write down your understanding of which of the statement is implicit, which of the statement is explicit individually. Open your Excel sheet and type it. You just have 30 seconds more. Quickly. I know it takes time. Couple of minutes, please. Are we done? Please type in your chat box. Anyone finished? Fantastic. 1, 2. Three. Guys, do it quickly. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8. Interesting. Okay, everyone is done probably. I'll quickly share the result. See if your all answers are correct. 1, 3, 4, 6, and 10 are implicit needs. 2, 5, 7, 8, and 9 are the explicit needs. Be honest and tell me how many of you got all correct in the chat. Fantastic.
Couple of mistakes from my end, but mostly explicit one were correct, but I missed up two implicit ones.
Interesting. 100%.
Yeah.
Majority of you got it 100% as well. Ted got, Heyman got, Jeda got. क्या बात है. Very nice. Fantastic. Very good.
Yes.
So now the concept
Dandy,
of
I also got 8.
very
Sorry,
good.
Aman.
Now the concept of implicit and explicit clear to everyone. Okay. Let us move one step forward. So again, just to recap, need, what is that they want to achieve, fix or maintain as a status quo. So people will buy for these 3 reasons. One, either they want to achieve something, or they want to fix something which is broken, or they want to maintain the status quo which is currently going on. Like for example, I have an iPhone and I want to continuously keep using iPhone. So this one got old. I am moving to the new iPhone, maintaining the status quo of what currently I have. I want to achieve something. Let us say that I want to buy a car. Is a new addition in my process or a current vehicle what we have, then it is a achievement. Something is broken. My previous vehicle is broken. My car is broken. Now I need to fix it. Is a new purchase. So people will buy it only for these three reasons: to achieve something, to fix something, or to maintain the status quo. These are the only tangible outcomes which are possible out of need. Once we know these three, we normally know that what they need. Now, what they need can be implicit or can be explicit. This is what we discussed, right? This is just a quick recap. Going one step forward, consider the concept of the need behind the need. What do you think a meaning of a need behind need would be? It is a trigger event or what changed in the customer world that is driving this requirement. See, ultimately, as I said, we do it for one of the three reasons. So what changed in your customer world? For that, they are doing this change in their world. What the trigger event, what the change is driving this requirement is something to be found out. It is a reason behind a requirement or a need behind a need. We want to find out. A real reason for driving a need could be tangible or intangible. It can be like sales growth, increasing productivity, image management, financial cost saving. They can even ask you for a quote, one more quote they want because they want to submit three. Or someone have asked as a junior, asked by his manager to go and get one more quote. And these can be absolutely the reason that people are reaching out to you for asking for quotations or proposals. Are we clear?
Yes.
Is the concept of need behind need is clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Clear.
Here are the examples of need behind a need. Manuel, can you take the first?
Yeah, sure. So, customer requests a new software feature. The explicit need is for the new feature, but the need behind the need could be to improve efficiency, increase productivity, or reduce costs.
Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So what they are saying is new
Yeah.
feature. But why they need this feature is something which is important. Okay, let us go to the next. Jada, can you take the next?
A company needs to improve its customer engagement. The explicit need is for a more personalized and interactive experience, but the need behind the need could be to increase customer loyalty, boost sales, or improve customer satisfaction.
You are clear?
Yes.
Everyone is clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, let us go to the next. Sam, can you take the next?
A client needs to increase the number of customer support agents during peak season. The explicit need is for additional manpower, but the need behind the need could be to ensure service continuity during campaign spikes, maintain SLA commitments, and protect brand experience during the high volume of periods. So basically, we need to go to the width of it and find the unarticulated needs of the customers.
Or probably the better articulation of the same concept is the trigger event in the customer world, what change that is driving the
Yes,
requirement. Okay,
right. The top driver. Yep.
the driver of this. Great. Shinil, can you take the next?
A customer wants multilingual support capabilities. The explicit need is language coverage, but the need behind the need is to strengthen global consistency, reduce dependence on regional partners, and provide seamless experiences for a rapidly expanding customer base.
Are you able to correlate?
Yeah, of course. So it's like providing everything in one for the customer so they don't have to basically look at another company. So you'll be able to provide all the support right there.
It may be a possibility that we are not asking this question, but this is what we have assumed in our conversation with the customer today as well, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Amay, if I just may
Sure.
add, we
Sure.
all do this. We have, and correct me, guys, if we are wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry. We have something called asking open-ended questions and then ended up with closed-ended questions and basically extracting information. So we all do that, but sometimes we don't realize even what to make a note of it, or if the customer is, just driving the conversation, majorly we focus on that conversation rather asking questions. So we need to be very cautious about, we need to ask these in-depth questions.
Sam, we are definitely covering the questioning bit for sure. Give
Yeah.
me some more time and I'm definitely going to go into the questioning bit. But yes, you are bang on that our customers' conversation has to become more and more towards the uncovering information or asking for more. So like for example, need behind a need kind of conversation not only gives you the better coverage to the customer world, but it also creates a different image in front of a customer that he is asking everything relevant. He is not
Exactly.
acting like a opportunistic sales guy. He is acting
Yeah.
like a consultative sales guy. Like for example, if
Absolutely.
I am going into a gym and asking for a rate card, he is giving me a rate card. He's opportunistic sales guy. But if a guy asks me that what is the trigger event for you to come now, he is probably going to be consultative to me. That instead of this, take this package. Instead of that,
Yep.
go and join it here. And that is where
The
your approach as a sales guy also changes.
the same thing I explain generally for sales trainings or something like that. That you are sick, you go to a doctor will see you and just write 5 medicines, right? So that you will get cured, and he even doesn't know which one will work. The other one will ask for some tests, and based on the test, he'll ask questions, probings, and all that. From when you're facing these issues, did you ever face it before or not? And then giving you one medicine and that's cured. So you will go to that doctor again and again rather than going to the first one.
Very rightly said. Very rightly said.
Yep.
Roman, can you take the last?
A client requests AI-enabled quality monitoring. The explicit need is automation and QA, but the need between the need
Need behind the
is the
need.
need
Please
behind the
say
need.
the
Sorry,
need.
need behind the need is the customer wants to identify trends early, so hidden service issues don't explode during quarterly reviews. The client further shared they just had a tough escalation review call with one of their large customers due to service issues.
So normally when we ask questions, client shares the information, right? If I ask why are we doing this, then he shares that, okay, they just had a tough escalation review call with one of their large customer due to a service issue and they don't want that to happen. That's the reason they are asking for automation in QA. But if we don't ask is, and if we act opportunist and we simply say, okay, you need QA, this is my QA rate card. Please tell me what can I do? He says, okay, the similar rate card is available somewhere else. That is cheaper, I'll go there. Possible, right?
Yep.
Great. Guys, we are probably reaching the end of the day today. But can I take 5 minutes more to get one exercise done? Or do you have a hard stop?
I have a hard stop actually.
I'm so
I
sorry,
have a hard
but
stop as
this
well.
one workshop is something.
Same
Okay, no
here,
problem.
me and Dindo.
No problem. I'll take the
Yep.
workshop in the next one.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for this today. Any feedback, any question, any input, feel free to reach out to us. You have our mail IDs, and we will continuously keep doing a better job for next sessions as well. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you so
you.
much,
Hey,
Romain.
sounds
Thank
great.
you,
Good
guys.
luck.
Again.
Happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Friday.
Bye-bye.
Happy weekend,
Have a great
everyone.
weekend.
Take care. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye, all. Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.